layout to have two conferences solely representative of the 8 at the College World Series. It includes FSU. It includes Florida. We'll get some particulars, the actual game times and schedule as the College World Series. And good on it, man. Gives us something to latch onto for another week in this part of the sports calendar where the Jaguars are in mini camp. They are swimming against the current when it comes to the NFL. In fact, true pioneers the Jaguars may be, E.T. Good morning, friend. How are we?
What's up, Jeffrey?
Here's the deal. The Jaguars are doing something that could be like, be the total trend within a couple of years if it's not mandated that way. And they've taken the mandatory minicamp and they said, yeah, not so much. Doug Peterson has released a slew of veterans from having to attend. So at this, quote, important mandatory minicamp, no Trevor, no ETN, no Foyer, no. The Jags have 82 players on their roster right now. 63 of them are at the minicamp. That means 19 veterans have been told, yeah, appreciate you. Not every single veteran, but most of them. Some newcomers are here. Gabe Davis. Here's the bizarro part of the Jaguars minicamp, and you're going to hear from Josh Allen, is that the voluntary stuff. So many of the not so many, but Allen in this case didn't attend, and now in this voluntary minicamp, he was down there working out with his guys. He spoke, and you will hear from him. You're going to hear from Doug Peterson. A lot to go through with Jaguars. Some interesting stuff. I'll tell you what I took out of yesterday's narrative. We overused that word. I don't know. One of the themes yesterday, I felt like, from hearing from a couple players and from Doug Peterson, let's call it the Armstead effect. Eric Armstead brought in from San Francisco. And we said it at the time, it's got a Calais Campbell feel to it. It's at a similar stage of his career that Calais Campbell was at that time. Calais Campbell had not become the perhaps Hall of Famer really until he came to Jacksonville. If he'd have played his entire career at Arizona with the same career averages that he had there, he'd have been a very nice player who would have one day retired. Calais Campbell, based on what he did here in Jacksonville, will have himself at least in the Hall of Fame conversation. Calais got to 100 career sacks this year, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe he up there.
Yeah, I think he hit 100. I think that was a milestone with Atlanta, and they went over that number. Calais is still available right now?
Didn't he sign?
Did he?
I don't know.
I don't know. Check on that for me. I'm not sure Calais signed anywhere. But the Armstead effect, I think it'd be real similar to what the Jags were able to get from a veteran presence with Calais Campbell on that 2017 team. And so Josh Allen, boy, couldn't be happier to have him around. In fact, he made a bold statement to Eric Armstead about himself, about the team that he's on, and about the company that Josh Allen would like to think he keeps. So you're going to hear from Josh Allen on that. You're going to hear from Doug Peterson on the Armstead effect, and overall just what's behind, what's the method to completely switching up what they do around the NFL. I believe I read there are 22 teams in mandatory minicamp right now, and many will dial it down, but there's only one team that's made it non-mandatory, and that's the Jaguars and Doug Peterson. So, and you'll hear Coach P say that, and he's right. Look, these minicamps just become an extension of the OTAs. He feels like they've got a lot of work done. The things they wanted to get done at this time, they have done. This is one more evaluation period for the younger guys in particular, and you want the younger guys just down there still, learning their way around. But, perhaps one day will be viewed as significant.
That boy a free agent.
Calais is, yeah, I thought so. Still out there, still out and about. I wonder if and when the Trevor extension, my prediction on the Trevor extension, by the way, is that it comes in between this mini camp and the beginning of training camp. I could be wrong, but I bet that's what happens. And then I wonder with a clearer vision. I would like to think and hope that the Jags have an idea of the kind of salary cap room they will have even after they do the Trevor deal, but perhaps they're waiting for it to be official. I don't know. Still seems like there are spots out there. It was distressing to read Albert Breer call the Jags one of the least improved teams of the offseason. I thought that went a little far, and we went through this one day last week. Seasonal list isn't friendly to teams that tank away all of their success. And the Jags certainly tanked away their success a year ago. Whether they're least improved, I don't know. Maybe that's a little much. Score one for the Drills NBA Insider. Nailed it again. The Bitman. Huh?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, Bitman nailed it. Danny Hurley didn't take that job.
He stood on that, too.
Yeah, and Bitman's a buddy, and you like to bust chops. So, and when you're in a situation like that, you can't help but not give him quite the credit, like we would do with ourselves around here. But I didn't realize that he had gone home on Saturday as well. So by the time Bitman made his bold prediction on Sunday, perhaps he used the same logic that we did yesterday. And that was this: he went out there, he interviewed, he went home, and he'll have a decision on Monday. I think when he said that was pretty big clue, right? Isn't that what we said yesterday, E?
That's what we said.
Right. If you go out there and you're wild and you guys love each other, you have a press conference that evening. You don't talk about it, fly home, think about it for a day, and say you'll have a decision on Monday, unless you're trying to make this as publicly image-friendly for the Lakers as you can, but it's hard to make it look that way. Listen, the Blue Bloods are dead, man. I don't know what did it. I don't know if it's just the overall availability for every team, every franchise. Everyone's on national TV now. Everyone has, the ability to be followed as closely as you want through team pages, social media, websites. There was a day that the brands, the Blue Bloods, the Yankees, the Cowboys, the Lakers, Notre Dame, they were those because, we didn't have much choice, did we? That's what they showed us. That's what they, and in fairness, often those teams were winning, but those Blue Bloods, it seemed at a time that if the Lakers job was open or the Celtics job was open or Kentucky basketball was open, that gosh, there'd be a tidal wave of more than qualified candidates just dying to get the opportunity. Not anymore. Not anymore. When I logged onto the text line this morning, I was just reading some of reading a few of the stragglers from last night. Text, that is. And, this thought that why would you leave a UConn to go manage a prima donna like LeBron in the NBA? Boy, I don't know if I would agree with that being the reason. I think the reason is he wants to coach in the NBA, and I don't know this to be a fact, but he, like us, says it just isn't a fit, man. I don't want to live in California. I don't want to be Joe Hollywood. I'll go meat and potatoes it and put my snow chains on in the wintertime and just coach UConn here to great success until, I don't know, I can get the Nets job or the Wizards or the Celtics or, the Cavs or the Pistons, I need a blue-collar job, man. Do you see me, L.A.? Do you see Hollywood here? Here, let me take my glasses off, give you a little bit better projection. But, yeah, I just don't think it was a fit. And despite a reported $73 million offer, which now, by the way, I'm sorry, leaves the Lakers with egg on their face. You can't get a college guy to come coach you? What's wrong? I never understood in professional sports the art of firing a guy before you know who you want. You're the Los Angeles Lakers. You can't line up a coach and get who you want without firing a guy, twisting in the wind, who went to the playoffs, by the way, was far from a terrible coach. In fact, didn't Ham take him to he was there 2 years, Darvin Ham?
Yes, sir.
Took him to the Western Conference Finals, where they lost to Denver 2 years ago. And then back in the postseason this year with a very good record, not much to show for it. Another loss to Denver in the playoffs. But you're going to fire that guy with just apparently no plan? No Tyronn Lue, no Jason Kidd, no apparently Danny Hurley. You can't get the college guy to come take your job? I think it's much harder to coach college than pro. I'm not buying the managing, LeBron or prima donna this or prima donna. That's going to be the case no matter what NBA city you go to. You're not coaching, men. They have W-2s now, not backpacks. So, it's a different vibe. You better be sure, or you want to be sure, I bet, if you're Danny Hurley, that you're putting yourself in a position where you're going to win, where it's going to be a career move, not a cash grab, not a experiment. Oh, I don't know. I'm curious. Maybe I can do this. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for Danny Hurley when it comes to the NBA. I was reminded through all this of, Billy Donovan, after he had taken the Gators to back-to-back titles, actually, literally took the Orlando Magic job. Did you know that, E?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Billy Donovan, after winning back-to-back, after wooed by Jacksonville's Otis Smith, by the way. Hold on. I want to get this exactly right on the timing. Because I feel like if you're not aware of this, and there's probably a lot of those that aren't. Okay, Donovan. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so Billy Donovan, who won national titles in 06 and 07 at Florida, after 3 days of back and forth, after taking the job, he had the job, and the tenure was short and sweet. Orlando issued a statement saying they had released Donovan from his contract. He returned to the University of Florida, where he had recently coached the team to their second consecutive. This storyline was on June 6th. So Florida won the title in early April. Billy Donovan took the Orlando Magic job, had second thoughts, perhaps even stronger. After 3 days of back and forth, the Magic and Donovan agreed to terms of a settlement weren't disclosed. A 5-year non-compete clause in the deal that would prevent him from coaching in the NBA during that period. The Magic said after doing this, as our signing of Billy Donovan showed, we're committed to winning a championship. We have a legal right to hold Billy to the contract he signed, but with him having a change of heart about leaving college, we want him at the University of Florida. We've granted him permission to break his commitment and return to the Gator. So on Thursday of that week, after taking the job over the weekend, Donovan had to go before the media and apologize to the Magic, his family in Florida. Quote, I feel terrible about it. The Magic are a great organization, great ownership. They're great people. I feel sorry. I've apologized at a news conference in Gainesville. He said this. It was my decision. It was my mistake. I have to take responsibility for that. I'm trying to do. No lures, no pressure by anybody to come back. It's just what was in my heart. Isn't that crazy? Then Stan Van Gundy got the job. The irony is, look how good the Magic got. Remember? Magic went to the NBA Finals. Was it the 08 Finals, ET? The 09 Finals? Magic went and played Kobe and the Lakers in the finals. That
was Dwight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Billy would have been Billy's teams. Would they had gone there? I don't know. But I was reminded of the Billy Donovan, just incredibly strange situation with Billy Donovan with this Danny Hurley news, even though he never apparently or perhaps even came close to taking the job. But yeah, I mean, Kentucky struggled, right? Kentucky went up and down, couldn't get anybody that they wanted. Lakers, yeah, no thanks. Alabama football, I don't want to say you settled for Kalen DeBoer. I don't mean to diminish what some of these coaches are that it kind of feels like you quote settle for. But yeah, shout out to the bit man. We bounce him back and forth a little bit. And I think we gave it a pretty good perspective here yesterday morning, too. And that was when Danny Hurley went out, interviewed, and then left L.A. and went home to think about it and have a decision. You could see how, it would give the appearance that it were leaning in that direction. for sure. There's one more coach that was in the news yesterday, and it's just so remarkable. It's deserving of a standalone Shazam spotlight. I'm going to put the Mike Tomlin extension with the Steelers into its proper, unbelievable perspective. And we do it. How do we do it? Local. We're going to localize the story, E.T. We're going to localize the Mike Tomlin signing with the fact that will poof, mind-blown emoji. Next, it's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM. That means you can hear us on 1010 AM, 92.5 FM, 5 FM, the apps, the YouTube, the Twitch, the Fire Stick, the Roku, Apple, Hulu, Prime, Netflix, Spotify, MySpace, Pandora. We're everywhere. Next.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Florida State. Subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles YouTube channel, up-to-the-minute updates, analysis, and more. Plant the spear and subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles channel today.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Summer starts now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet with our summer sale. It's not sink or swim. We have vehicles for every budget and every need, starting as low as $79.99, and you won't get burnt. We offer 20-year 200,000-mile protection on new and 7-year 100,000-mile protection on used. Plus, we can really cool things off with our 30-day exchange policy. Start the summer off the way you deserve it with our summer sale at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
When it comes to towing products, your safety on the road is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Whether it's a heavy-duty tow hitch, trailer frame, wiring, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjax.com to explore a range of products and schedule your installation. Cannons of Jacksonville, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
Hicken here with Zero Res. If you're like me, you like to sit on the sofa and recliners and watch a good game or show. You know, unwind down from the day. But sometimes TV time means food, drink, and a mess as well. That's why you need to have the Zero Res truck out and get that furniture looking great again. All of June, Zero Res offering 25% off all upholstery cleaning, 25% off a sectional, off a sofa, 25% off a love seat, 25% off your favorite recliner. Zero Res, man. You spell it forward, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Nothing has a 10-year warranty except for a new AC unit from Vons. V-O-N-S. Vons Amazing 10. This is legit. A full 10-year warranty. It covers parts, labor, and refrigerant. That's an unmatched commitment they make to their customers, while others will charge extra for weekend and same-day emergencies. Not at Vons. No extra charges. Just great service when you need it, whether your unit needs to be repaired or replaced. Remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vons.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Every weekend is a Stone Cold Sports Weekend. Hey, Dan Hicken here. Watch for The Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook, and I'll help you put together your sports weekend. Weekend with Dan brought to you by Stone Core. We do the outdoors better.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open-air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Ready to drive away with a fortune? Join us at Best Bet St. Augustine for our Fairways to Fortune giveaway. Over $30,000 in prizes are up for grabs, including a top-of-the-line 6-seater golf cart. Join us July 27th at Best Bet St. Augustine for the big giveaway and hourly cash drawings. Come play and win big at Best Bet St. Augustine, located on State Road 207, seconds away from the I-95 exit. Visit bestbetjax.com for details. That's bestbetjax.com, and we'll see you in St. Augustine.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Wondering what you're going to do for dinner tonight? Southern Steer Butcher is a full-service butcher that offers take-and-bake side options that are oven-ready.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Like a little 70s, 80s ballad. Can I get it? This is like Tonight I Celebrate. What is it? No, it's Baby Come Back. This is, 78? You got a date on there, E? No?
No, I don't got a date on it. I can look it up.
Nah, you don't have to. Not worth it. Talking about called A.S. Campbell and still being available. There still are, there's a few out there that are, still available. Most have moved on. Some maybe, by the way, you thought you might have wanted, but in actuality, you don't. So, see Xavier Howard in Miami, you feel me? I'm just looking at corner. Stephon Gilmore's still there, right? I'm looking at a list as of 2 or 3 days ago. Not a ton there when it comes to the edge rushing position. Carl Lawson, Calais Campbell listed as the 15th best free agent still available. If Calais Campbell has that kind of juice still, Unique Ngakoue, by the way, he's still out there, 29 years old. That's a strange one, Unique, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Marcus Peters, who seems to find some Marcus May at safety. There's guys out there, man. You'd think would at least give you just at least a little bit. Michael Thomas at receivers, an interesting one. The problem is, and I think the NFL doesn't fall victim to this as much as we do as fans. We we forget sometimes it's been 3 or 4 years. And you're a fantasy football player, and or a Saints fan. You know what Michael Thomas has been at his best, but it's been years since we've seen any kind of production out of him consistently. How old do you think Michael Thomas is? He?
I would say 30.
34, man.
Oh.
The best receiver, at least according to this, still available, will be Corey Davis, and I think it says something about just the value of what's out there that Corey Davis is listed as the 6th best overall free agent still available. And that doesn't do much for me, does it you, Corey Davis?
Not at all.
Yeah. Today's Shazam Spotlight is brought to you by my friends at the Murray Ford Superstore. ShazamAuto.com. Sometimes you just find a perspective to a story that makes you kind of do one of these. One of those where you shake your head, kind of shake the cobwebs out of your head, because it's hard to kind of believe or just like, wow, really? One of those that, like, they go fact check you on. Mike Tomlin got an extension yesterday with the Steelers through, I want to say, 2027. So Tomlin, who, by the way, has a higher winning percentage than Bill Cowher, has a higher winning percentage than Chuck Noll before him. But let's just stop right there with those three names. Chuck Noll got the Pittsburgh Steelers job, ET, in 1969. He held it from 69 to, I believe, 91. I could be wrong on that. And then Bill Cowher got the job, and then he held the job till, from like 91 to what, 08, 9, whenever. Then they gave Mike Tomlin the job, and now he's had the job for 15 years. All totaled, ET. And this is this is the Shazam. The Jaguars have had more head coaches this decade than the Steelers have had in the last 55 years. It's 2024. Doug Marrone in 2020. Urban Meyer in 2021. Darrell Bevell for 4 games in 2021. And now Doug Peterson in 22, 23, and soon to be 24. The Jaguars have had 4 coaches this decade. The Steelers have had 3 since 1969. 55 years, 3 head coaches. Are you freaking kidding me? 3 in 55 years. NFL teams, they change coaches, like they change the oil in their car every 5,000 miles. Used to be 5,000. Now they get you again. They tell you it's 3,000. You know, when I first got a car, ET, they told you to come get the oil changed every 7,500 miles.
Oh, yeah?
And then it's you need it every 5,000 miles. Before long, they're going to have you leave the oil change, turn around, and come get another one.
Right.
So I'm not buying this every 3,000, whatever it is. Anyway, I digress. You know how fast NFL teams go through. Take one of the Steelers. I mean, let's do this. I mean, if we're going to go Shazam, let's just go full out. I know you guys find this hard to believe, but I among the Steelers' most bitter rivals are the Browns. Browns and Steelers have had a hate fest going for a lot of years. In let's see. So the Steelers, as we've determined, have had 3 coaches. We'll just say 1970 to make it easy. The Browns, 1, 2. This counts interims, whatever. That just shows how bad you are. If it's an interim, it should count 2, if you ask me. Anyways, but since in that same period, the Browns have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Including some forgettable seasons. Full year in Cleveland, ET, for Freddie Kitchens as the head coach. You remember the Freddie Kitchens era?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, 2019, they went 6-10, 1 and done, brought in Kevin Stefanski, who's been the NFL Coach of the Year not once but twice now, 37-30 in 67 games. God, that makes him first ballot Hall of Famer by Cleveland standards. But yeah, 20 coaches in the same time that the Steelers have had 3. Let's look at the Bengals. This is what the Bengals have done in that same period of time. Yeah, the DNA we talk about. All right, let's go. What goes? All right, they've had 1, 2, 3, 4. Forrest Gregg's coached both, by the way. Congratulations, Forrest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 for the Bengals.
Okay.
Only 10. 20 for the Browns. I don't even want to get into quarterbacks. But Mike Tomlin, the bigger story, Mike Tomlin gets that extension, so he will remain in Pittsburgh. We've talked about, it's an odd relationship Steelers fans have with Mike Tomlin. For a guy who has his team seemingly in contention all the time, they pick that man apart. I think I think a lot of Steeler fans would like to see him go in a different direction. Try it from another view. Hear some different voices. You feel like that's what Steeler Nation in many cases would want to do. But it's on to 2027 for Mike Tomlin, and by the time that's done, it'd be almost 60 years for the Steelers with 3 head coaches, Chuck Noll, then Bill Cowher, and now Mike Tomlin. You know who the Jaguars head coach is? Sure you do. He's Doug Peterson, who, I said kind of threw the NFL on its ear just a little bit with this mandatory quote-unquote minicamp. Coaches all around the league count on mandatory minicamps. It's been a part of the league slate. As I said, I think there are 23 teams total in minicamp right now. They're all at, quote, mandatory minicamp. Well, all except the Jacksonville Jaguars because, look, I think Doug Peterson, it feels like he's got a pretty good finger on where things are, right? And sometimes when you move to this point, getting guys out and ratchet it up with semi-physical contact doesn't make sense for him. Here is Doug Peterson here this home stretch phase of the offseason.
No injuries. Stay healthy. Phase 3 is more competitive than the other 3 phases, obviously, and you're doing more offense versus defense stuff, and you're just trying to limit, the contact, and you're still teaching, right? And you're still developing and growing your football team, but bottom line, too, you don't want guys to get hurt this late into the offseason because it'll set them back for training camp. And we're just now getting guys healthy who've missed a little bit of phase 1, phase 2 that are going to be here this week. And that's exciting to see. So we just don't need any setbacks at this time.
Yeah, and that makes sense. And he's speaking to why so many of the veterans aren't required to be there. And they've put in their work. They've had really good attendance. And the leadership of Trevor and some of the other young vets, really, a lot of young vets. But, yeah, if you're a guy that started a bunch of games around here and you're not in your first or second year in the league, you're most likely not at this, quote, mandatory minicamp. Josh Allen is, and you're going to hear from him and a lot more of the guys. Figure we do a little 7 o'clock kind of minicamp perspective. Hear from Gabe Davis. What if the season comes down to a kick? We got a rookie. Let's hear from Cam Little. More from Doug Peterson. Josh Allen met the media yesterday. And again, Trevor and Etienne and Luakin and so many of the vets not required to be there and are taking advantage of that lack of requirement. I have tried with hockey. I've tried. I just can't get into hockey. I feel for y'all out there that we try and tell you how great we like a certain sport, or give this a try, or give Major League Baseball a try through a season, or gosh, we wish you loved this as much as we did, or that is interesting as we find it. And my guy here, by the way, probably not watching after the Florida Panthers eliminated his beloved Rangers, but there wasn't an ounce curiosity or compulsion by me to put it on the Stanley Cup Finals last night.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
And I can't. It's just I can't be gotten. If hockey was going to get me, ET, it would have gotten me in the mid '80s. Here's why. It's 1986. Your boy is home from college. My parents are in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm working for the summer, what college kids do when they're home for the summer, particularly when their parents now live someplace where they didn't go to high school. So you're just, what are you doing? You're working, going home, watching sports. It's 1986, so there's a few things that you can know here. The Braves are absolutely terrible, and, even though they're on TBS every day, not much fun. The Hawks have already done their heartbreaking for whatever postseason that was. The Hawks with Dominique and crew were pretty good in the mid-'80s. And then there were little old Calgary Flames, E.T. See, the Calgary Flames started in Atlanta. They were the Atlanta Flames, and I was an Atlanta Flames fan only because I was a fan of all the Atlanta teams, even though I didn't watch any hockey as a kid. But by the time 1986 came, and I'm a 19-year-old home from college, and the Calgary Flames get hot in the postseason, they had the best team in hockey, and just by will, determination, and boredom, I really got into that hockey postseason in 1986. Now, the Flames won the conference. They went to the Stanley Cup Finals where they lost to the Montreal Canadiens. But, man, I was into it. I knew the players. I was watching every game. I was looking forward to the games. But even by the Flames circled back, they won the Stanley Cup in 1989, and I don't even remember watching that one per se. I'm sure I paid a little more attention to it, but not like I did when I was, again, I'm a prisoner on a visit home to a home I never lived in. So I'm perfect. I'm perfect fodder. I'm perfect bait for the Stanley Cup playoffs that year because I got nothing, man. I got no social life. I got no buddies here, no friends, nothing going on. And the Flames making a run to the Stanley Cup Finals that year got me. I would say, I bring this up only to say that's probably the most engaged I've ever been in with hockey, and that is a long, 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 long time ago. And I've tried, man. And I've had bouts. I've had bouts a couple of times through the years where I will at least somewhat get into it. I suppose if Hicken's Rangers team made it, I'd at least be watching. Probably rooting for them to lose.
Oh, dear.
But just through it all, I've just, and I appreciate, like, Wayne Gretzky. I know how awesome he is. I didn't, sit and watch the Oilers go win the title every year, 4 years in a row. I just can't get into hockey. I say that because the Panthers beat the Oilers last night in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. It's 4-1, the final last night. And Florida, who lost in the finals last year, now takes a 2-0 lead over Edmonton. The Oilers are trying to win a first Stanley Cup for Canada in like 20 years, which is just unheard of. I pulled up the list of Stanley Cup champions earlier this morning when I was doing a little research. I was actually taking a trip down memory lane with those mid-'80s hockey memories that I talked about. But I was looking at the list of Stanley Cup champions. Man, you go back in the day, Montreal, Tampa, Toronto, Montreal, Toronto. I mean, it's Canadian sport. It's just brutal, man. It'd be like if the World Series was won by the Blue Jays, or no team in the U.S. won the World Series for 20 years, or the Super Bowl, imagine, which would be really hard since all the teams are based here. For now, let's come back with a football fix and more. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're going to go mini camping with the microphones, top of the hour, 7 o'clock. We'll have the 10-minute drill today and a prize pack for you. That's in the 7 o'clock hour as well. Freddie T going to make it the Tuesday morning running back. He'll join us at 9 a.m. today. Freddie's out west. I'm sure pivot related. We'll have brunch with the tour in the 8 o'clock hour. We look forward to another golf major this week. That's right, a major championship. 3 names stand out to me more than any other as they make their way to Pinehurst. I say make their way. They are at Pinehurst, North Carolina for the 3rd major of the year. All this and more, your input as we move along. See a speed trap out there, you can let us know. We'll get the word out on that and much more. So it's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators 11-1 to win the College World Series at Omaha, Nebraska. They'll open up with Texas A&M on Saturday. Kentucky and NC State, the other 2 teams in their half of the bracket. Florida State will open up on Friday with Tennessee. Florida State 7-1 to win the national title. North Carolina and Virginia, the other 2 teams in the bracket. Max Fried on the mound for the Braves today, $1.42 road favorite at Baltimore plus 120. 8 under the total. The Braves have dropped 3 straight games. Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, the big guns at plus 150 to win the U.S. Open at Pinehurst #2. Field the favorite at minus 200. OmahaSteaks.com, promo code VSIN to save $10 off your Father's Day order. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Did you know Duck Duck Rooter is the area's go-to plumber? A 5-star Google-rated company, Duck Duck Rooter can take care of all of your plumbing repairs and upgrades. Need to switch from septic over to city sewer? Call the Duck. How about water heater repairs and replacement? You're just a duck away, or call away, for Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
All right, man, let's talk about your health and what's keeping you from staying on top of it as much as you should. Listen, I know what it is. I'm a guy. I've lived through all this. I don't go to the doctor near enough, man. It's the hassle. It's setting the appointment. It's wondering if they're in your network. It's this, that, or the other. It's lining up forms. It's appointment's not running on time. All that a thing of the past. But I also want to talk to you about what's been bothering you and how one call can put you on the path, not to just feeling better and better health, but getting your body in line with where it should be. I'm talking about Integra Concierge Medicine and my guy Doc Paul Bousset, a board-certified family physician. But he's so much more. He has the keys to unlocking your good health. And they come by getting your hormones in balance. With bioidenticals like testosterone, you'll feel better soon. At Integra, you have a doctor on demand in Paul Bousset. Go to Integra Concierge Medicine today. Concierge does not mean expensive. Trust me on that. Everything from low sex drive, muscle soreness, mental fatigue, libido. Get it all taken care of with Doc Bousset at Integra Concierge Medicine.
We appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Imsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
I'm Patrick Young, inviting you to the Florida SBDC's Network Small Business Success Summit, August 19th and 20th at the Sawgrass Marriott in Ponte Vedra. If you're ready to learn, network, and be inspired, I'll be delivering a keynote message you won't want to miss. Secure your spot today by registering at floridasbdc.org. Hey, there's no time to waste. Right now is the right time. I hope to see you at the Small Business Success Summit in August.
Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Don't take chances with your home safety. Trust the expert at Universal Roof and Contract. Get peace of mind knowing your home is protected from the elements. They'll ensure your roof is in top shape to handle anything Mother Nature throws its way. Right now, get 10% off a re-roof or repairs, plus a free wind mitigation with a full roof replacement. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or click universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
This is Frank Frangie. Join Dan Hicken and me for All Things Gators, our podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, with new episodes every Monday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gators Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting!
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a Dandy, and do it today.
Are you looking for that perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Shooters this Thursday through Sunday, June 13th through the 16th. Shooters and Smith & Wesson are bringing you the largest Smith & Wesson sale of the year with the largest savings of the year. Click away with a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, very affordable, just $429. Save $70. The most popular small frame defense revolver on the market, the Airweight 38 Special, for only $469. Save $70. The hottest selling concealed carry pistol, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm, for only $399. You save $150. Get unmatched value with the new Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun for a low $279. Save $80. Shooters and Smith & Wesson Father's Day sale, the largest sale of the year, June 13th through the 16th at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West. See the full ad at shootersjacks.com. shootersjacks.com.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case, and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
That list of free agents still available I was looking at had Michael Thomas at 34. I'm told on the text line he's 31. I've not verified, but if anyone wants to DNA analyze that for me, that'd be good. Get some NFL news and notes here momentarily. The College Baseball World Series field, though, is now set. NC State beats Georgia last night, which gives you this just weird deal where it's 4 SEC, 4 ACC. And, here we go. The schedule is out from CWSOmaha.com, where Florida and Florida State will both be playing. Let's see. It looks like things get started Friday at 1. North Carolina, Virginia. You Knowles fans can watch your FSU squad against Tennessee. Tennessee's the top seed, by the way. Kentucky was number 2. Texas A&M was number 3. Carolina was number 4. NC State was number 10 maybe. Virginia's number 12. FSU's number 8. So it looks like the SEC teams, other than Florida, who is unranked, are all higher ranked. The Tennessee was the number 1 overall seed. Kentucky was number 2 overall seed. Texas A&M the number 3 overall seed. Carolina was 4. FSU 8. NC State 10. Virginia 12. By the way, it's the first time the top 4 have made it, I think, ever. Or certainly in a while. So FSU, Tennessee, Friday at 6. Texas A&M, Florida, Saturday at 6. And that's Central Time, by the way, so that'd be 7. 7 o'clock, Friday night, FSU, Tennessee. 7 o'clock, Saturday night, Florida, Texas A&M. You know, it's interesting. We got a couple of the state rivals both in the field. It's Florida, Florida State, and with NC State winning last night in Athens, NC State and North Carolina are both in the field. Another little interesting tidbit. Man, it's been a fun couple of months for NC State, hasn't it? Remember, NC State ran all the way to the Final Four in college hoops, remember? Barely got in.
Yep.
Barely got in. They had to win the ACC tournament. They were barely over 500 late. Florida's baseball season is kind of postseason is played out that way. Only, Florida was a much bigger entity than say NC State basketball was heading into March Madness. But yeah, wow, what a nice couple months for North Carolina State University, a Final Four, and now a college baseball World Series. So that's where we stand, and more talk on that as we move along. I enjoy the College World Series. I enjoy the drama and the stress of win or go home that we've seen in these regionals and then super regionals. I'm on board. All right, fire at the band. We got a football fixie. We were talking about some of those free agents that were available. I said, Michael Thomas actually 31, not 34. Marcus May signed yesterday with the Dolphins. It's former Gator, a safety. Been a decent player, right? The Jets, for one. Our buddy Mercedes Lewis. All lined up and inked for his 19th season, E.T.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Mercedes has re-signed with the Bears. I mean, it seemed like his career was pretty much over when he left here. I mean, he was already old when he left here. He went to Green Bay for a couple, 3 or 4 years. What was Mercedes' last year here? He was on the 17 team, wasn't he?
Was he?
Pretty sure Mercedes was on that team that won it. He probably left here in, 18 maybe? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. That hadn't gone for 6 years already. He may have left at 19. My man says, I love the weed, I want it, and you can't stop me. Randy Gregory is suing the NFL and the Broncos over fines for his THC use.
And yes, Mercedes was here on the 2017 team.
Yeah.
Played in 16 games.
He never misses games. He's an Iron Man. 19th season, though, for Mercedes. Randy Gregory is suing the NFL and the Broncos, claiming discrimination over being fined $500,000 for taking, he says, medication containing THC for disabilities during his time in Denver. In the complaint filed this week, the 31-year-old, now with the Bucs, says he was prescribed dronabinol for social anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorders, but was denied accommodations to treat those disabilities with that medicine. The NFL and Broncos both declined comment. Yeah, if you think that your guy Randy Gregory is popping positive for THC because of some medicine he's taken, then I got some swampland on the west side for you. Get it real cheap. Come on, man. Gregory's the type of dude that smokes so much weed, he smokes it at the drug test. Never mind before. So, yeah, I don't think a lawsuit against the NFL over THC. These guys, they always get popped, right, for other performance enhancers they didn't mean to take. So, the defense of not needing the THC for whatever reasons you're saying you need them, probably not going to fly in this case. Ramondre Stevenson, optimistic about a contract extension with the New England Patriots. He's going into the final year of his rookie deal. Stevenson's been pretty good for them, hadn't he?
He has been.
Yeah, had been great. 41 games. He's got 2,200 rushing yards, 14 touchdowns. He's caught passes for another 782. So in 41 games, he's got over 3,000 total yards. He's got a guy that's going to give you about 80 total yards a game. Man, score you a touchdown every couple. Been good, hadn't been great. Right, not certainly not explosive or you don't feel like you go into a game having a game plan for Ramondre Stevenson, but he's certainly been. It's hard to know what works for the Patriots anymore with no Belichick. You know what I mean? It's going to be weird because you always factor every move they make, every curious decision. You always put it under that shadow of, well, it's Belichick. You never know what he's doing. Or, they love to run the football. Remember Belichick would just try out his fifth-string running back and he'd go for 200?
Yep.
So, it's going to be a little bit of a kind of get used to it for all of us. I think when it comes to the Patriots and what to expect out of them, Mike Tomlin, I mentioned, signs a 3-year extension with the Steelers. By the time it's done, they will have had 3 head coaches in the last 60 years. Absolutely amazing. By the way, weird rumblings out of Pittsburgh where, there's a drum beat that Justin Fields should be used as a kick returner or a receiver. It seems to be more and more concretely thought that, it'll be Russell Wilson as the starter up there, and I know that's what they've been saying. I don't mean to say they haven't, but did you really ever quite believe it? And this is what you don't want to hear if you're Justin Fields. You know what I don't need? I don't need my competition at quarterback telling the media how much he thinks I could be dangerous in a non-quarterback role.
Uh-oh.
Thanks anyway, Russ, but I'm good. Football Fix, you're welcome. Brought to you by the Sharks. Go to jacksharks.com. Got a home game in 2 weeks. And by the Jewelton Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. The best deal in golf. It's the Jewelton Creek Golf Club. An update on Hick, turn to the 7 o'clock hour, and much more. You're locked and loaded on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
It's not set to the frequency. It's right here. Hello. No. Wrong frequency. What's the frequency, by the way?
1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Yeah. E to the T here, and the NBA playoffs are heating up, and it's the perfect time to elevate your game with MyBookie. With MyBookie, you can bet from anywhere, anytime, so you'll never miss a shot to cash in or cash out. What MyBookie has to offer? Let me tell you. Early cash outs, daily odds boosts, quick bet settlements, live game lines, and some. All you have to do is head over to MyBookie and use promo code 1010XL. That's right. Use promo code 1010XL to get you that special bonus deposit. I'm telling you, MyBookie trying to hook you up. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hacker here, and I just got back from a cruise to the Caribbean, and it was incredible. I actually saw a few folks from Jacksonville who recognized me, and did they want to talk sports? Nope. They complimented my weight and how I look so different after dropping 65 pounds with Awaken 180 weight loss. I even had strangers that overheard some of those conversations that started asking me about Awaken 180. I took some fantastic pictures with my family that I would have otherwise avoided because of my weight. If you're overweight, you know what I mean. I knew I was going to go off the program for a bit because, hey, I deserved it. But my Awaken 180 coach had my back. She showed me how to take a break for 9 days and not put all the weight back on. It was easy. I ate all sorts of food, but the difference? I didn't keep going back for seconds and thirds. My body didn't need it. The kicker? I didn't gain a single pound because my metabolism is on fire. If you want a program that works and coaches that understand, do what we all did and go to Awaken180weightloss.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in 1 day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and you know you've heard this before. Why is it so hot in this house? Well, summer's already here on the First Coast, and those soaring temperatures can do a number on our ACs. This is where the good folks at Fenwick Home Services have you covered. Fenwick offers same-day, 24/7 service, and if you need a new AC because yours is on its last leg or already broken, Fenwick has next-day installation. That's right, next day, and can keep your family cool and comfortable all year long. Book online now at FenwickHomeservices.com. That's FenwickHomeservices.com, and stay cool and comfortable all year long.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterBoyJAX.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jaguars' first day of minicamp, and head coach Doug Peterson gave an update on where the team is right now.
I think you get a pretty good idea where everybody is, where the team is. I think all the pieces are sort of coming together here at the end, and just got to carry that right into July and August.
Jaguar outside linebacker Josh Allen at minicamp says he's ready to lead by example.
If this is what you want, or if that's what you want, come on. If those guys want to be involved and want to take that next step, I'll show you the way I do it.
Florida Panthers have taken an early 2-0 lead in the National Hockey League Stanley Cup Finals against the Edmonton Oilers after getting the win on Monday evening. Game 3 is on Thursday evening. The puck drops at 8 p.m. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 7:05 and it's 76 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, it's a 7:06 on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We've got some speed traps out and about there this morning. I got them on the Express East Beltway, Bay Meadows area. We got 295 South Beltway before the Blanding Collins exit. What did you have, ET? Something else out there?
Yeah.
The same thing.
On either side of the Matthews Bridge.
On the Matthews there. So it looks like it's one of them days, man. Keep your speeds down. Keep that cash in your pocket. And let's keep the city streets safe from point A to point B. That's the Drill Speed Trap Alert. It's brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. That's today's day sponsor as well. We'll have brunch of the tour coming up in a little bit over an hour. We got Fred Taylor coming up today as well. They're going to play the U.S. Open at Pinehurst, which was made famous by Payne Stewart winning there. I mean, to me, the other two U.S. Opens at Pinehurst, to me, have been forgettable. Martin Keimer and Michael Campbell. Ugh. So, we'll see. We'll see if Scheffler wins. It feels like that's kind of how you set up a golf. We'll see if Scheffler wins. But if I could put a foursome out there to watch this weekend, to me, these are the compelling four names. And then we're going to talk a lot more golf, but it's just the top of my head here. These, to me, are a compelling four names. They'd be my most compelling four for a variety of reasons. I heard Jack Nicklaus being asked about Rory McIlroy when he was being interviewed as the host of the Memorial. And, it's been 10 years. And Jack said back when Rory won his last major, give him four, just, boom, lickety-split, as they say. He said he might win 14 or 15 majors. Here we are 10 years later, and he hasn't won another one. And he's contended, man. He's been up in the top five a bunch of times. And Jack was asked. He got a terrific game. When he plays his best, he's as good or better than anybody, Scheffler included. But is it focus? It's the word Jack used. Is it mental? Is Rory somehow not mentally strong enough to close these things out and win them? He's been too good for too long without Tiger being a real threat to not have more majors. It is going to go down as a more than incredibly grand curiosity. How did Rory McIlroy 10 years ago have four majors already, setting records with an unbelievable golf swing, and then we go through a period of golf where somewhat starless? McIlroy would be in my foursome. Ironically, another guy who would be in my foursome is a dude that's a part of the reason why Rory McIlroy is only won four. He's the anti-Rory McIlroy, because McIlroy's got like 35 wins, but just the four majors. Then you got Brooks Koepka, who has 5 majors and 3 wins total. Feels that way. I'd put Koepka in my foursome. Intriguing guys, people, players to watch. I'd put Scotty Scheffler in my foursome. He's the best thing going in golf right now. He's on an amazing tear. He doesn't have that same, robo prettiness about his swing or his attack as, say, Tiger did before him, or even Rory McIlroy or some of the other sweet swingers on tour. But, buddy, when it comes to results, he is getting them. And you wonder if the overzealous cop in Louisville is the only thing that kept him from having 2 major championships already this year. And then my 4th, I'm going to put him in there every event until he can't play no more, just out of due respect and good old-time feelings. A little feel-good finale to my foursome would be Tiger. You put those 4 guys in a foursome, I'd watch that featured group, and I don't need to see Schauffele or Hovland or Morikawa or anyone else. Give me Rory, Scotty, Koepka, and Tiger, and I'd be a happy golf fan, I think, for the course of the U.S. Open. That's not a prediction, by the way, that the winner comes among those 4. Although, if you include Scotty Scheffler in any 4, I'd say the winner is coming from those 4 because it just seems like it, right? But Pinehurst is kind of a unique situation. They've a lot of those they call them turtleback greens, ET. So they'll kind of higher in the middle, and if you don't hit the ball just in the right spot, you're gonna end up in some trouble. And we will talk a lot more golf when we get Stuart Moore in for Brunch with the Tour, and that's coming up next hour. I mean, you almost feel as if the Lakers need to spin it. I don't. You're the Los Angeles Lakers. You can't get a college coach to come take your job. Look, it didn't make sense to me. Shout out to the bit man. He was right.
He stood on that.
Yeah, he stood on it. Again, that was pretty smart on his part. And in addition to, I do believe he does have some LA sources out there for sure. Bitman is a networker, my man. He's in and out everything. So whether he was in Cleveland where they had pro sports, or Orlando where they had the Magic, or now in LA, so he was right, and he's still sticking by. He thinks it'll be JJ Redick, so we shall see. But Danny Hurley, the Lakers unable to lure him. Most coaches in the NBA, what would be a once in a lifetime opportunity?
Yep.
Look, it drew away Billy Donovan, it drew away Rick Pitino, it drew away John Calipari. Draw some of the best away. They want to give the ultimate level their shot. Hurley it doesn't make sense. Listen, I think a lot of people are reading into, and I really do believe that he thinks some of what we said. He just doesn't seem like it's a real good fit.
Yeah, just a fit, man.
Right? He seems like a roll up your sleeve, grab your hard hat, blue collar, 48 F-bombs a minute on the sideline guy. And they seem like who's the best, Lakers coach? Pat Riley. Slick your hair back, wear a $6,000 suit, and just
hard bottom shoes.
That's right. NBA Finals resume tomorrow. I don't like the spacing, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know why they go 3 and 4 days in between. They should be playing every other day. I mean, they should. It should be every other day. That's what they were doing in the conference finals, right? Because it was like we had one of the conference finals every night because every other day they were playing. So the finals opened on what day last week? Was it Thursday?
It was Thursday.
Yeah, and then in Boston, they gave them Friday night off, Saturday night off. You don't play again until Sunday. And now after that, you don't play Monday. You don't play Tuesday. We got to wait till tomorrow? And then, by the way, when will it be? Give me game 4, E. Are those jokers going to go Wednesday? Surely they're not going to go Wednesday, Sunday. Surely I get a game like Friday or Saturday, don't I?
See,
and then Sunday they got to put it at night. No one listens to me. No one listens to me. I'm telling you, when it comes to these scheduling things, it doesn't make any daggum sense to be putting them on late at night on weeknights if you can help it.
They're going Wednesday, Friday.
It is Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And and then Sunday will be game 5.
Wednesday, Friday, Monday.
Wednesday, Friday, Monday. So they go. We ask this every year. Is this 2-3-2 or 2-2-1-1-1? Is it 2-2-1-1-1?
Yeah, I thought it was 2-2-1-1-1.
They've kind of bounced through the years.
Yeah,
It's been
they
2-3-2 for a while, 2-2-1-1-1. So they got to get that travel day, from like they're getting in covered wagons, and it's going to take them 64 hours to get there. I mean, they'll be there in an hour and a half. Give me a game every other day. But anyway, hey, at least I get one. That's strange they don't play. Oh, I guess you got U.S. Open. That's what it is. Father's Day, U.S. Open. But still, they should be playing Sunday night. That's dumb. Isn't it?
You could play Sunday night.
Why would you not play? Yeah, it seems like you would play Sunday night, finish off the weekend, get sports fans off of the Father's Day weekend. And by the way, I mean, I don't know why they think it's such a terrible thing to play that, that NBA playoff game at 5:30 in the afternoon, E.T. I don't know who they think they're kidding. They think they're going to get more at 8:30, but again, this is a long, tired road that I have taken you down. We'll do some more of the headlines when we get around to Football Fix, but right now I want to talk about something that I can kind of sense down around the Jaguars facility, and that is what I would like to call the Armstead effect. The Jaguars went and got Eric Armstead. It's a nice move, man, particularly if he can stay healthy. That's the wood I'm knocking on. Let's hope Eric Armstead stays healthy and the Jaguars can get exactly what you think, the best case scenario is of adding a guy of not just that stature, his leadership, his voice. He's been a Walter Payton Man of the Year. He is everything that you want in a veteran offseason addition. He gives you the production. He gives you the culture. He gives you the leadership. Basically, if you ask Doug Peterson, he gives you everything.
The experience that he's had, I think, being on San Francisco and the success that they've had and bringing that experience to us and to some of our young players and what that looks like. That leadership is going to be vital to the success, that we have. And having more of those guys on the roster, I think, only helps, right? Only helps. And then, once we get them out there on the grass working with the guys, I think you're going to see an ultimate pro in the way he approaches everything. And that's just something that, again, you can't have enough of those guys.
You want more on Armstead, the peer pressure. Like Josh Allen wants to impress him, right? Josh Allen knows where Eric Armstead came from. He knows the leap of faith it took to come here. He knows he's been a 49ers teams that have made runs to the Super Bowl. He knows that his defensive end there, Nick Bosa, is known as one of the best in the league. And here's Josh Allen when asked on playing with Eric Armstead again.
Great dude. All the characteristics that you want in a player, as a teammate, as a friend, as a leader, he has all of it. First of all, he has the eye, the structure. So it's like, oh, he's a guy. And then when you have the conversation with him, he has the intellect. And then when you see the film, he has the film. So he has everything that you really want and need in a defensive tackle. I'm excited to play against him. Obviously, he played at a high level for so long out there in San Fran. He played with Nick, so he's played with guys that played at a very high level. For me, I want him to show, I want to show him that I ain't no Nick, but I'm Josh. And it's a bad boy. It's a bad boy right here. And I play the game my way.
Oh, it's a bad boy right here. I'm not Nick, but I'm Josh. And by the way, he continued, and here we're going to go to the Super Bowl and win it. Slight, just a tiny little reminder that San Francisco with those two did not win one of them. Josh Allen is fired up. Look, I like a dude who wants legacy, E. My guy's gotten paid now. I need him to be just as motivated as he was a year ago where he had one of the top 3 seasons in Jaguar defensive player history. There's still big things ahead for Allen, who got his contract this offseason, and we've heard from him some. He had the formal press conference. He was on a podcast with Armstead, but this just, mic in face after the OTA workouts, and it's pretty clear that it's not job done for Josh Allen.
I found out what works for me. I'm going to double up, get better from that, and improve mentally, physically, and emotionally, and now I can grow from there. So from right now, man, I'm more mentally strong at this point of the season that, it's just going to keep building from here. I get to be with the guys. I get to tell them how I'm feeling, tell them where I've been, tell them where I'm going, and really encourage that. One of my goals is, I'm going to win Defensive Player of the Year, and for me, I have to be tier 1. I have to be above tier 1 because there's guys already solidified themselves that they're looking at. So for me, I have to, okay, this is what y'all want, bet.
All right, just because it came up, the Vegas odds for Defensive Player of the Year are out, E.T.
Ooh.
Yeah, and some pop quiz music, please.
Okay, hold on. I like that.
Yeah, that's how I do. I tie it together now. I don't mess around. I need the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I need the 6 players whose odds are better than 20 to 1. I
Okay.
will say, tied for 7th, 25 to 1, Josh Allen and Chris Jones.
Okay.
So that you're going to put Josh Allen in Chris Jones territory. I think that says something. So I need the 6 players ahead of those 2 in the odds, preseason odds, to be defensive player of the year. And by the way, the best odds are 6 to 1. This isn't one where there's like an obvious winner, going in. So who are those 6 players, ET, with your vast knowledge of the National Football League and your particular care toward the defensive line where
let's go
Fam is played?
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt is the 3rd biggest favorite at 8 to 1, plus 800. That's correct, sir.
All right. Is there I don't know, man. Is there an Aaron Donald on the list?
Aaron Donald retired. I'm going to give you a duo.
Oh, he did go down.
Yeah,
okay.
it's going to be hard for him to win it. He'll be on the beach.
What about, buddy? What about Bosa out there in San Fran?
Nick Bosa, 8.5 to 1. He's number 4.
Okay. Right.
I think edge rushers. They're all edge rushers.
Yeah, they're all going to be edge rushers.
They're all edge rushers, including last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
It wasn't that TJ didn't win last year?
Nope.
Who won last year?
Myles Garrett.
Okay, of course he's on there.
Yeah, and then there's the obvious one. The favorite is 6 to 1. Probably the baddest pass rusher in the league right now. He plays on a splashy franchise. He's been awesome since his first day.
Is it Crosby?
Crosby is that's not who I'm referring to, but he's 5th, 10 to 1.
Okay, 10 to 1.
You got 2 left. You got 6 to 1, who's 1st, and 16 to 1, who's 6th. Number 1, 6 to 1. You're starting to annoy me that you haven't said him yet.
Yeah.
He may have already been a Defensive Player of the Year, but maybe not. Plays for the Cowboys.
Oh, Micah.
Yeah,
Micah Parsons.
And then, by the way, let me go down the list. Yeah, I go down to all the way down to 60 to 1 in Quinnen Williams. I don't see Trevon Walker here anywhere. I do see Aiden Hutchinson, 16 to 1.
Oh, dear.
He's number 6, 16 to 1. Our career franchise player who plays the other defensive end is 25 to 1. Aiden Hutchinson, who the Jaguars bypassed, kind of in a Doncic-like move.
Yeah.
16 to 1, ahead of Josh Allen on those pairings. Let's step aside. Let's come back, and I'll let you fire off some of the other ifs, what's, whys, and wins in the sports world. We call it the 10-minute drill. We'll set you up with today's prize pack and keep you moving along on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on the drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Incella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the bold difference. Visit BoldCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoldCityAC.com.
Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Don't take chances with your home safety. Trust the expert at Universal Roof and Contract. Get peace of mind knowing your home is protected from the elements. They'll ensure your roof is in top shape to handle anything Mother Nature throws its way. Right now, get 10% off a re-roof or repairs, plus a free wind mitigation with a full roof replacement. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or click universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Hey, certainly facing some interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but comforting for me to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. I'm not an expert when it comes to investing, higher interest rates, 401ks, SEP IRAs. You tell me. I found guys I can trust, and I know I trust them because as I move closer to retirement, my money grows, and that's because of Chris Bryant, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, and Reed Wingate. Not just me, from Junie Bug to Drew, 3 generations of Hickens invest at ITP Partners, and they listen and give us each individualized strategies where our goals are the priority. Financial need or question, Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. That's 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
June is Men's Health Month, so I just got a total body MRI scan. It was really simple, quite comfortable, and it only took about an hour. Total body MRI scans for abnormalities that may need attention soon. Be proactive with your health this month. Call Ackerman Cancer Center to learn more about total body MRI.
New faces on the field for the first time in team.
There are no shortcuts, man.
OTA coverage is brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Up, quick speed!
On 1010XL.
Are you looking for that perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Shooters this Thursday through Sunday, June 13th through the 16th. Shooters and Smith & Wesson are bringing you the largest Smith & Wesson sale of the year with the largest savings of the year. Click away with a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, very affordable, just $429. Save $70. The most popular small frame defense revolver on the market, the Airweight 38 Special, for only $469. Save $70. The hottest selling concealed carry pistol, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm for only $399. You save $150. Get unmatched value with the new Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun for a low $279. Save $80. Shooters and Smith & Wesson Father's Day sale, the largest sale of the year, June 13th through the 16th at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West. See the full ad at shootersjacks.com. Shootersjacks.com.
Kick it here with Zero Res. If you're like me, you like to sit on the sofa and recliners and watch a good game or show. You know, unwind down from the day. But sometimes TV time means food, drink, and a mess as well. That's why you need to have the Zero Res truck out and get that furniture looking great again. All of June, Zero Res offering 25% off all upholstery cleaning, 25% off a sectional, off a sofa, 25% off a love seat, 25% off your favorite recliner. Zero Res, man, you spell it forwards, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T, and the NBA playoffs are here, and it's the perfect time to elevate your game with MyBookie. With MyBookie, you can bet from anywhere, anytime, so you'll never miss a shot of making that straight cash, homie. You can even live stream and bet on the game right from the sportsbook, giving you everything you'll need to decide. Cash out or let it ride. MyBookie really makes it easy to get paid with tons of boosted props and slam dunk parlays. And new boosts are now posted on a daily. It's more than just a sports book. Buzzer beaters, underdog upsets, and a community to share in all of the sweats. Give yourself a head start today by using promo code 1010XL when you make your first deposit. That's 1010XL to claim a limited time bonus when you sign up and make your first deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Hit it.
Wow, we're going to hit it. All right, time for the 10-minute drill. A little foray into the sports landscape. Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings. I've done my garage. Let them do yours. Be garage mates together with Jack's Concrete Coatings. We kind of dropped the ball a little bit yesterday. I mean, after last year's raging success, which did include a one-game ban by the league, the Monstars are back.
Oh, man.
It was just a one-game ban, right?
Yeah, it was just a one game.
Just a one-gamer?
One gamer.
How long? What's the over on the number of games till you're in trouble with the league again?
I don't know, man.
He's got that fiery style like I do. Some of these parents of these 7 and 8 year olds, they're not quite ready for that.
Yeah, they're not ready, man. It's I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble again. I know it.
Yeah, yeah. Have we had a game yet?
Yeah, we had a game.
First game
Friday.
this weekend. Yeah, first. Okay, how do we do?
They didn't even keep the score. It was kind of.
I don't know. I don't like the league doesn't keep a score now. Is this a scrimmage game or a real game?
No, this is a real game, man.
How do you have a real game without a scoreboard?
Yeah.
I mean, what do we play? Is this?
I'm telling you.
Is this Y or what are we doing?
Yeah, it was YMCA.
YMCA not keeping score anymore, huh?
They just didn't that. I don't know why, but I'm gonna make sure. I'm like, hey, make sure that scoreboard is up to date.
Yeah,
you know,
the kids like to know the score.
They do.
I wouldn't have played sports if there were no scores, and for all those that think scores don't matter,
man.
I mean, what's the fun of it? You don't know if you're winning or not.
Like, why are we out here?
All right,
Might as well
100%.
Let them go to recess or something. Like, why
now,
are we out here?
Did you win the title last year, or am I misremembering? Did you go to the final?
No, we won.
You won it all.
Yeah, we won
the Monstars. They were the talk of the league in more ways than one.
But these boys.
What about this year? You're not as good.
Oh boy,
Well, be careful. Make sure none of these. No one's listening.
It's going to be an uphill battle.
Is it? You're not quote super skilled.
Nah. Nah.
And what about Gritty? When's he come down?
Yeah, the best player probably ain't even on it. He ain't even here yet.
Yeah, when you get him?
I go pick him up this weekend.
Okay, and he'll be here for the.
He'll be here for the remainder
for the
of
whole
the season. Yeah.
Was he? Did he have to leave before the championship last year?
Nah, he was here for the championship.
All right, good. Monstars. The Monstars are back, ladies and gentlemen. I have this little anonymous poll of Major League Baseball players.
Oh, okay.
It gets sent out to the players. They ask them a variety of questions, but this one was sent to me and certainly is interesting to me. But they asked them, which team would you sign with if contracts, state taxes, and rosters were not a factor? In other words, who would you most like to play for? Number one, Atlanta Braves, 12.7%. Which I think is now. Here's what's interesting. They're telling now. I don't know if you can make yourself take the taxes and those things out of the equation because Georgia, I believe, like Florida, is one of those states without a state income tax. So, but they're saying none of that matters. All things being equal, where would you like to play? And the Braves take first place, 12.7%. The Red Sox second at 9.3%. The Dodgers at 8.1%. The Rangers at 8.1%. The Yankees and Cubs both at 6.9%. Dan Hicken's Mets 2.3. Way down the list. More players would rather play for the Rays than the Astros and the Oh, this hurts. Oh, where's my guy? Why can't we have Dan Hicken in today? 3.4% of players would like to play for the Marlins.
Yeah.
2.3% would like to play for the Mets.
Yeah.
More players in Major League Baseball would rather go to that hellhole of losing in Miami than play for the Mets. Wow.
Oh, man.
Giants also, just 2.3. They're the Braves. It'd be nice if Atlanta would side, I don't know, maybe win some ball games. I don't know. I think we call it trying in the common vernacular, when as smart as y'all are, but maybe try some, Atlanta. I don't know. Here's the thought. Try. Only 7 games over 500. What a pitiful collapse. They just had their first losing month in May in 22 months of baseball. It's been like 3 years since they had a losing month. That's terrible. I say 3. Probably 21. Probably the 21 season they had a losing month. Haven't had one since. Had one in May, or 1 game under 500. And they're just playing pitiful baseball, losing to bad teams, home and away. And it's really, really discouraging. But, hey, there's always this. The guy you're losing to over there, apparently he'd like to play for you, for what that's worth. All right, let's continue with the 10. First of all, what are we giving away today?
Oh,
what is the razzle and the dazzle?
Well, 1010XL is celebrating dads this week with a Father's Day prize pack, a family 4-pack of voucher tickets to the Jumbo Shrimp.
Okay.
But also, we're going to hook you up with a $50 gift certificate to Southern Steer Butcher, plus a gift card to Beach's Dermatology. So we got that pack for you. All you got to do is head over to 1010XL.com for more great Father's Day gift ideas. That's what we're giving away at the end of the 10-minute drill. Jeffrey.
Oh, by the way, the money men here, the shakers, the guys who know the finances.
Uh-huh.
Our guy, a man named Brady.
Uh-huh.
He has texted in, says Georgia does have a state income tax.
Oh,
so there's that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, so it seems like we talked about Josh Allen a lot. It seemed like we talk a lot about Trevor. But there's another first overall pick. He just kind of been like, a little quiet. And you mentioned him last segment, Trayvon Walker. What's your take on Trayvon like right now? What do you see out of him? Another 10-sack season? Because he had a quiet 10-sack season.
Here is where the concern is for Trayvon Walker, because I am about and again, this to a fault. I get those sack numbers, and then I'll deal with any of the other analytics they want to throw, but that's first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
However, when I learned that Aiden Hutchinson had more pressures last year than Trayvon has in his first 2 years combined. I don't think he's doing enough to affect the play except for when he's getting the sack. He doesn't have enough of those other analytic factors. He's not creating havoc. He's getting some sacks. He's making some plays. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not going to sit here and tell you a guy jumps to 10 sacks, you shouldn't be encouraged. Let's see what this year brings. What do I think? I think he needs to be more dominant play to play. And I'm sure that's what the Jaguars and his coaches would tell you. Certainly, if you have 10 sacks, you're flashing. And he's more than a flash. And maybe now with Armstead and some other personnel on the D-line, we can move him around a little bit. But I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. Listen, the only, and it's not even a negative, the only aside is that the better player went number 2 overall, and you could have had him, and you try to act like you're smarter than everyone else, and you double and triple down on it, and that's not a bad thing. You can be Trayvon Walker and have a great career and not be Aiden Hutchinson. But through 2 years, Hutchinson, it couldn't be any more obvious that he was the pick that should have been number 1, but he wasn't. And we have a guy who got double-digit sacks last year.
Yeah.
He's got to be more impactful and consistent play-to-play. And I think that's where, again, they don't send you to the Pro Bowl on pressures, but for the overall success of your defense, you got to be collapsing pocket, forcing quarterbacks into other people's sacks. And last year, it kind of felt like it was the other way around. And again, this isn't from some expert, film's eye view. It's just my take on it. Where are you on Trayvon?
I think the addition of Armstead and the way Josh Allen played last year, I think both of those are going to help Trayvon's game this year. I do see, I would say like 7 to 11 sacks this year. You know what I'm saying? I think his game is going to progress. And it doesn't necessarily mean just because he doesn't have 10 sacks doesn't mean like his game won't progress. So I think he'll be somewhere between that 7 to 11 range.
Okay.
That being said, Jeffrey, like right now, Josh Allen, he clearly had a standout, and I don't know if we would even call it a breakout season last year. Do you see somebody else breaking out like that this year? The way Josh Allen really, like, he stood apart last year. Do you see somebody on this roster like that?
Trying to think who it would be.
Mm-hmm.
And again, to get that Josh Allen impact, I mean, it's got to be significant. I mean, that's eye-popping.
Right.
So I'd have to say Trevor. Is that fair? Is that okay to say?
Yeah, that's fair.
And by that, I mean like 40 and, single digit. That, that kind of break. Could Trevor be 41 touchdown, 9 pick guy? 41 touchdown, 13 pick guy? Is that breakout?
Yeah, for sure.
It could, could it be Trayvon?
It could be him as well.
It's hard. Could it, and it could be. I'm still a believer in Tyson Campbell.
That's what I was going to say. It could be Tyson.
Yeah,
Tyson Campbell has 6-7 picks.
Yeah. I can't. I guess that's why they're breakout.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think last year, in all due respect, if you put the over-under on Josh Allen at 17.5, although our friend Tony Baselli put the two of them at 25, and he got there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Trevor would be your number one. Maybe. See, some of these guys said flash. Are like, what would be a breakout for a Travis Etienne? You know what I mean? I mean,
right. He has 2,000 yards.
If he goes for 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns, that's not a breakout. It's just an improvement on what he is.
Right.
I guess Brian Thomas Jr. maybe. Can you break out as a first-year player? I guess you could.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I'd go there.
Oh, so Caitlin Clark's been named an alternate.
Oh, that's
to
good.
Team USA.
You get a trophy for that or a medal or anything?
And I think ultimately, she's going to end up on the team. But I've been reading on this. I've been kind of following it. And here's the issue. Like, if she's named to the team, will she play? And that's kind of what would be expected from the eyes that are watching.
I don't know. Here's what is annoying me about this storyline.
Uh-huh.
When did the WNBA become full of top-flight, skilled, undeniable talent? Y'all got to get over this is getting borderline insane. Everybody go watch a WNBA game. Then let's talk again. We're having too many people that are just talking about the story in general, or the Caitlin Clark impact, or, now they watch one WNBA game and, she made a spin move. Hey, it's a bounce pass. She dribbled between her legs. This is fantastic. Go watch the WNBA for a week and then let's reconvene. I mean, what are we talking about? Caitlin Clark's not good enough to play on the All-Star Have we not? So what Caitlin Clark did at college basketball, while women's college basketball is stronger and better than it's ever been, is now just doesn't count? She was doing it against air? Okay.
And finally, JJ Redick.
Did that on purpose, didn't you?
Is he a lock? Is he a lock to be the next head coach for the LA Lakers?
I know. I wouldn't say a lock. They're looking at that JJ Barrero, who's I think that's his name. He's an assistant for the Mavs. They couldn't get Kidd. I think they'll look around. I think Redick will be included, but I would not say it's a lock. But it is a lock that it won't be Danny Hurley. He announced that yesterday. So there's that. All right, that's the 10-minute drill. Just some more of the headlines and highlights. We got a Father's Day extravaganza put together for you. So come kind, come courteous, and you can take home the Razzle and Dazzle prize pack today from, you say, the Jumbo Shrimp prize pack?
Oh, yeah. We got a family 4-pack of vouchers to the Jumbo Shrimp. Also, a $50 gift card to Southern Steer Butcher, plus a gift card to Beach's Dermatology.
Man, that is one slam bang of a prize pack. So good luck winning that. We will take a quick timeout. I'll remind you again that, as always, 10-minute drill brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. 1010XL.
It's only about winning.
Oh, look at this. Goes deep. How about that? Touchdown. Here's Tebow. How about that? Touchdown, Florida. The legend is expanding.
Where we win together
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREZ. Zero Res.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson, where we deliver custom-designed energy savings windows and doors. Did you know our unique Fibrix material combines elegance and resilience, offering double the strength of traditional vinyl? Now through June, buy one window or patio door and receive 40% off, plus 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details. License number CGC 1527613.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
Hey guys, this is David Garrard, and I want to tell you about Clearwater Irrigation. They put my new sprinkler system in my new home at Jack's Beach, and I couldn't be happier. Oh, hey John.
What's up, Dave? You know what this means. You're gonna have to sing.
Man, I can't sing.
Then you'll fit right in, buddy. Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers. Hit it, Dave.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
You know, I can tell you as a guy, the number one opponent of men's health, it's hassle. How about hassle-free health coverage with Integra Concierge Medicine? Personalized, a doctor on demand, handling anything from chronic pain to allergies to sexual health. It's Integra Concierge Medicine.
Oh, that big and broke blind. No worries. I'll just go to fish-hook-repair.com and get these hooked on fish again. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive fish hook apparel for Jacksonville's coolest anglers. Fish-hook-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for fishing gear.
You know Dad doesn't need another tie.
Well, do you have any better ideas?
1010XL can help with great gift ideas from
Southern Steer Butcher, Beaches Dermatology, and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Go to 1010XL.com now.
Celebrate Father's Day this year at Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Featuring the Callaway AI Smoke Woods and Irons. Now receive 2 times trade-in value towards any Callaway AI Smoke clubs. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. Now $50 off. Shop with us this Father's Day in-store or online. Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
You see this smile on my face? I got a smile on my face all the time because I'm so happy that I've joined the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it, man. That's how they treat you when you head over to that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard and find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. That smile on my face means I walk out to my beautiful blue Silverado. You're my boy, Blue! I'm cruising around town, and I love it. Whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet has it. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. MoreChevy.com. Easy to navigate as any site you'll try. All the vehicles, transparent pricing. It's right there for you. Sales and service to parts. Never been more easy to use. That's More Chevy, M-O-O-R-E Chevy.com. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's try.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you not able to enjoy this summer as much as you want because of joint pain? Well, give my friends at QC Kinetics a call at 904-274-5522 for a free consultation. They're serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move again, pain-free. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. Stop putting it off. Take action now and live your best life again. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation, 904-274-5522 in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. That is QC Kinetics.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back as we head toward the 8 o'clock hour. We've got the Tuesday morning running back with Fred Taylor. That is coming up at 9, a little past 9, 9:05 this morning. Brunch with a tour in the 8 o'clock hour. Going to give us a double segment today. Going to double up Stuart Moore with a major on the schedule. Another name bandied out. I gave you the 4 that I thought. By the way, a special shout out to those that would Bryson be your 5th. Bryson DeChambeau. I'm now a DeChambeau fan, which I know. Y'all are funny, man. Funny how you call somebody like unrich, like during the whole live thing, you had people just, and when the ones that get all persnickety and this, that, and the other, and holier than thou, and mean-spirited, and snipey, and snarky, and
persnickety.
Yeah, you're so, biased, and this, that, and the other, and where are they now that I'm actually enjoy like DeChambeau? Now what am I? Now to all the other ones, I reckon, I guess. It's called open-minded. Y'all should try it every now and then. Maybe budge off your opinion just a little bit. Leave yourself open to interpretation. So, no, but Bryson would not be in my 4. I identified if I could watch it, and again, this is for watching. This isn't for playing. This isn't my favorite golfers. I'm saying if I could put a foursome together that I would watch play at the U.S. Open, it would be Rory McIlroy, who just continues to do nothing. Yeah, he's winning tournaments and does this, makes a lot of money and gets paid, but doesn't win majors. It would be Scotty Scheffler, who no one seems to be able to beat these days. It would be Brooks Koepka, who, took a step back to PGA, right? We're used to seeing Koepka out there among that last final page on the leaderboard, and that was not the case this go-round, so we'll see how he does. And then I'm always going to put Tiger in there. We'll see. Just, all it's going to... One of these Thursdays or Friday, old Tiger will go out there and somehow, bang it around for a 66, and everyone will get excited, and then you have to wonder, can he actually hold on for 4 days, which does not seem to be much in the offing these days. Very, very hard for Tiger Woods to keep up that consistency from round to round. His body just doesn't want to seem to do it. We got a bizarre setup in the College World Series. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. You got 4 from the ACC and 4 from the SEC. Florida State are in it. North Carolina State are in it. Only 2 matchups of the 4 will be ACC versus SEC, though. You have an all-ACC matchup, Virginia against North Carolina. That's in the same side of the bracket as FSU Tennessee. So there's a cross-conference matchup. Florida plays Texas A&M, both obviously members of the SEC. And NC State beat Georgia yesterday in Athens. And now it's NC State who will face Kentucky. But, man, it is just it's ACC, SEC, literally everywhere. You wonder how much of an advantage, or is there an advantage? Can the Florida Cinderella season continue? FSU is back where they have spent a lot of time through the years, but still in search of that World Series title. I'm pretty sure FSU has the most World Series appearances. I think FSU has the most World Series appearances without a championship. Florida State's been 22 times and they've not won. Right? I'm not dropping the ball here. I didn't miss one, did I? Did they? They never ended up winning, right? No, I don't think so. These are the D1 college teams that have made the most appearances. FSU, the third most in the history of the College World Series, but sadly they developed a moniker, kind of a cynical, I would say insult from those on teams that weren't doing as well, but it was 0 for 2 in a barbecue when it came to Mike Martin and his FSU baseball team. They would go to Omaha for the double elimination. They would lose 2 in a row real quick, and they'd be home. 0 for 2 in a barbecue was how we summed up FSU baseball. ET, triple check for me. Why am I having this flashback fear that FSU won one of those best 2 out of 3s? I don't think they have. Can you Google if FSU's won a World Series? I don't know what the hell's happened to me. I'm an encyclopedia. I don't think they have, though. But anyway, 23 trips for
never won a World Series title.
Yeah, they've never won one. Oh, by the way, this is through 2021, so stupid me. I got to look it up again. Florida has. Here we go. Let's go to your favorite, Wikipedia. They always need money from me. No, let's go this way. 38 for Texas, 25 for Miami, 24 for FSU. So now 24 appearances in the College World Series with 0 titles. Florida has made 14 and won 1. But the Gators this year have a load of experience from last year's squad that went all the way to the championship series where they ultimately lost to LSU. And so what factors does that play at all? I saw Kyle Peterson is a college baseball analyst, former, I believe he played at LSU. He was a Major League draft pick, but he's on ESPN. He's like one of their color commentators. And he was saying that experience, that edge, that veteranness, it really helps in the first game. And then after that, everyone's kind of, in the groove of where they are and what they're doing. But maybe, just maybe, a little bit of an advantage the first game out for Florida. Texas A&M is not a total stranger to the College World Series. 8 total in their history, and that's who Florida plays in round 1. I got into a little bit of back and forth. This is interesting. I get it, man. Let me just ask. I'm not going to get into the back and forth, but it just led to a comparison. Is it fair to say that Trayvon Walker, compared to Aiden Hutchinson, is nowhere near Trey Young compared to Luka?
Yeah, I don't think that's the same.
Trey Young goes to the All-Star games. Trey Young's led the league in assists more than once. Trey Young is a production guy. He's not Luka,
right?
But he's he's way up in his sport. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a huge Trey Young fan. I don't, hate the guy. I don't think he's the best thing going either. But Trey Young is way higher in the hierarchy of the NFL than Trayvon Walker is, or of the NBA than Trayvon Walker is in the NFL, no?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not losing my mind. It is okay to think one of those is a little bit, and lived up to it more than the other.
Yeah,
and by the way,
Trey is an all-star.
Yeah, but you also can't come back at me because I would rather have Luka. So I don't know what the argument is. Yeah, I'd rather have Hutchinson than Walker. It's not like I'm changing my dynamic, but in the overall comparison, Trey Young is far more accomplished and better in his sport than Trayvon Walker is.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. All right, just checking. Going to go mini camping with the microphone next when we return. You're listening to The Drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. I will say this. The speed traps are everywhere, man. I'm not going to give every one of them now. We're to that point. I am getting them from all corners of society. I mean, we're going Quad County today, man. You could be on 295 going the Beltway. You could be on the Expressway coming off one of the bridges. You could be out on the Arlington Express. Yeah, they are everywhere today, so keep those speeds down and keep that cash in your pocket. Keep the streets safe with The Drill Speed Trap Alert. That also brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. We're back with more next. You're listening to 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Keep your quarter panel clean with 1010XL.
Missed it by that much. Wow.
Sunday, Iowa Speedway, brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 on Jacksonville's NASCAR station, 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interests first. Plus, every vehicle purchase comes with 2 years free maintenance. What Mazda moves you? Find out. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com to discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
How nice would it be not to worry about your AC unit for 10 years? What? Vaughn's Heating and Air, standing by their units for 10 years. Imagine not having to think about your AC unit for a decade. Vaughn's 10-year warranty covers the parts, labor, and refrigerant. Basically everything. No fictional problems that will cost thousands. This is legit. An AC unit with no repair costs. Wouldn't that be nice? So remember, if your AC unit won't turn on, just call Vaughn's. That's Vaughn's Heating and Air.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Incella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has some state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Are you a meat lover searching for quality cuts? Southern Steer Butcher uses a vacuum tumbler to marinate and tenderize our chicken and world-famous steak tips.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood. Underwood has completed 75 years in business, and now you are starting your next 75 years. If you were going to simplify things, what is the single most important thing in Underwood's history, and what will be the most important thing in your future?
Frank, that's simple. Our honesty and integrity. You know, our founder, H.F. Underwood's favorite saying was, know the truth and tell the truth. That's why we're the longest standing member of the American Gem Society in Florida, because we know you have to have the knowledge about gemstones before you can tell the truth about them. That's why we continue to educate our staff through the Gemological Institute of America and the American Gem Society. In fact, today, Underwood's has the largest American Gem Society credentialed staff of professionals east of the Mississippi River. So come by and see why we're looking forward to the next 75 years and let one of our experts assist you.
That's at Underwood's, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world in Jacksonville as they compete for the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs Wolves and West Ham take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jaguars. With the series trophy on the line, competition will be fierce. Tickets on sale now for as low as $35 at statesidecup.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. During his Monday presser for the opening of minicamp, Jag head coach Doug Peterson addressed the progress of his rookie class.
It's a good group top to bottom. And, this rookie class has been really good coming in and how they work. And so that's why I think it's good for them to get the bulk of the work this week.
Jag outside linebacker Josh Allen during minicamp shared his thoughts on new defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen.
What I know from my experience is everybody's going to have their own, experiences dealing with him. But for mine, man, it's, he loves ball. He's all about ball, and he wants me to pass rush.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp will kick off a 6-game homestand at 1-1 Financial Ballpark this evening against the Indianapolis Indians. Game time is 7:05. In Major League Baseball play, the Tampa Bay Rays lost again to the Baltimore Orioles on Monday. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 8:05 and it's 78 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. If there's one NBA coach, like proven, often playoff-bound coach who should be nervous, or who might be nervous, who could start getting nervous, Tibbs, Tom Thibodeau. I think that's where Danny Hurley ends up at some point. Hurley turned down the Lakers yesterday. Do you know what the sure sign is that, like, financially we're just so off the reservation it doesn't even, like, register anymore, E.T.? That when it says that Dan Hurley turned down a $70 million deal, I didn't even flinch. Like, so? 70? That's all? Yeah. Honestly. 6 years, $70 million, I didn't, really? That doesn't sound like that much to me. That's how wacky the salary structures have gotten for both players and coaches. I guess right now, that would have made Hurley, by the way, one of only six head coaches in the NBA to make $10 million a year. Right now at UConn, he's 6-year, $32 million, but they were in the process of renegotiating that one. So I bet he ends up somewhere close to that 70. He's at 632. He turns down 670 to stay at UConn. What do you think What do you think the odds are he doesn't get 670? I think he might. I recalled a story earlier today. It was fun to go down memory lane, but a lot of people have forgotten that after the Gators won their second national championship in 2007, Billy Donovan, Billy the Kid, finally, and it was always wondered, would he be tempted by the NBA? He played in the NBA. His mentor, Rick Pitino, also coached in the NBA. It was always thought that Billy Donovan was intrigued by the possibility of coaching at basketball's highest level. And so after winning back-to-back titles at Florida with really nothing left to accomplish, Billy met with, negotiated through, and signed a deal to be the Orlando Magic's next head coach. Gator Nation was disappointed, but certainly, understanding. They wished Billy well. He did an unbelievable job with Florida. Thankfully, as it turned out, for Billy's sake and otherwise, the Gators didn't have their next head coach just lined up in the wings, because after keeping the Magic job, taking it, being introduced, having a press conference, and keeping it for 3 days, he decided, you know what, my heart's not in this. I want to go back to Gainesville. And the Magic let him out. They put in a no-compete so that he couldn't just run. And then basically after that no-compete ran out about 5 years later, where was Billy headed? To the Oklahoma City Thunder. The timing just wasn't right, I guess. And so in many ways, this is how it is with Hurley. He didn't agree and sign and go through. Billy was embarrassed by all that. He was then and probably still is to a certain degree, although it's lost its punch over the course of time. But I think Hurley is in that same situation. He's just not ready. Heart's not there yet. He went back-to-back. Same exact situation. He went back-to-back. They were the first one since Billy, who was the first one since Krzyzewski and Duke. But you win back-to-back, there's a lot that ties you there other than the finances. But, yeah, I do think it was kind of worth a wow to me that I didn't go, wow, that it was $70 million. He turned down $70 million. thought is, we'll get that somewhere else. It's monopoly money now they're playing with. NBA Finals don't resume until tomorrow. They'll move on to Dallas, where the Mavericks can only hope they can get a win and stay in this thing, because if they lose, they're done. Like 3-0's never come back from, I think. I think like literally 0.
Yeah, I don't think nobody has.
Florida Panthers up 2-0. If you were inclined, I said earlier today, I can't. I try and get into the hockey. There's nothing else going on. I found myself last night watching NC State, Georgia. I can't get into the hockey. And, man, they give us like a quote-unquote local team. It seems like the Lightning or the Panthers are in it every year. I think it's 5 years in a row that either Lightning or the Panthers are in the final. Florida lost last year. It doesn't look like they will this go-round. Up 2 over Edmonton, and the country of Canada just can't seem to win a Stanley Cup. It's been a long time, and that drought likely to continue after the Panthers pulled away late. But, hey, until you get a win on the other team's home floor or home ice, it's still a series. But both the NBA and NHL have us in one of those deals. Home teams have won the first 2, and we'll move on from there. The trade deadline is coming in Major League Baseball. I mean, I say it's coming. It's not just, right here on it, but the rumors and what is the deadline? I believe it's the end of July. There's some X factors this year. I'm starting to wonder exactly what the Braves are going to do. You wonder how much fortification the Yankees and Phillies want to add. The Yankees now 47-21. They won another couple in a row. They're 8-2. They won a game against the Royals last night. It's like a blast to the 70s for your boy this week. Yankees take on the Dodgers, who they used to play in the postseason. Back in the World Series, back in the 70s, early 80s. Now they're playing on the Kansas City Royals. Man, when I was a kid, the Yankees and Royals, it felt like they met in the ALCS every year. Well, that's a very common matchup. Kansas City, one of the surprise teams this year. Second place in the Central, in the playoff field if it started today. Yankees beat them yesterday. Phillies lead over the Braves in the National League East is 9 games, 9, which would, by the way, in case you're wondering, be the biggest lead of any division in Major League Baseball. It's not what you thought. I had somebody on the text line, kind of question that, well, how can you call this a collapse by the Braves? And they lost, Strider and Acuna. Yeah, they did. And they have more than enough talent to not lose the easiest part of their schedule. So they're choking like sawdust down the gullet, choking big time right now. Don't soften it. There's no excuse for Atlanta to be 7 games over 500. They lost Strider and they lost Acuna. And they're still better than 30 other teams in Major League Baseball. Don't get it misunderstood. Are they better than the Phillies? Maybe not. That's one. Are they better than the Yankees? I don't know. Maybe not. But to top to bottom, by resume, by experience, by production, by potential, the Atlanta Braves are still a top 3, 4, 5 team in all of Major League Baseball as they sit right now, without Strider and without Acuna. And to say anything otherwise is just, it's inaccurate. And so when you are as good as one level and yet you play pitifully, putridly down to the blue water of a portalet, then, I call it like I see it. And right now, the Atlanta Braves just constantly and continually losing the series to the likes of the Nationals and the Pirates, and they stink right now, and they are choking right now, and guys are hitting 30 and 40 points below their averages right now. That's a choke. That's not a talent issue. That's a performance issue. And so that's why I say that, this collapse. I do think it's a collapse, and I don't think it has anything to do with it. Do they miss Acuna and Strider? You bet they do. Do they have more talent than just about every single other team in the league? Yes. Maybe play like it for a couple of weeks and get me back to my sweet spot, ET. Can we do that? All right, let's talk a little Jags. I told you we're going to go mini camping with the microphone. A variety of issues, variety of things to talk about. I said, look, Doug Peterson is doing it different. He doesn't have his vets there. 82 players on the roster, only 63 at the minicamp. Almost all of the veteran players have been excused from this, quote, mandatory minicamp. They are the only team in the league to do that, and they will be a trendsetter here. In 5 years, no one will be having a mandatory minicamp. I don't know if history will note that the Jaguars were a big part of getting that started, but what Doug Peterson is choosing to do with his team is very different from what the rest of the league is doing. Not that they haven't ratcheted up intensity. You know, they'll do their ice cream socials and trips to the bowling alley, fishing trips, whatever, you know, you do to lighten the mood, so to speak. But what the Jaguars are doing and just not making mandatory is different. And you're going to hear from Doug Peterson coming up, but among those veterans who are there is Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is a touchdown scorer. He's kind of the modern-day Chris Carter. All he does is catch touchdowns. Maybe his second home, like Chris Carter's when he went from Philadelphia to Minnesota and became a much more complete player, and he was more than a guy who all he does is catch touchdowns. But Gabe Davis has like 27 touchdowns, and I mean the ratio of touchdowns per grab is pretty incredible. The Jags need to be a more complete player. He needs to be an 80-catch guy, not a 45-catch guy. Gabe Davis, yesterday, said the Jags knew what they got when they signed him.
No, I love it. I feel like they know the type of player that I am, and they're going to use that to their advantage. Not having me do nothing too crazy that's out of what I can do, out of my range. So just happy to be able to start camp and be able to get out there with the guys and go compete.
All right, so Gabe Davis comes from a receiver room that had Stephon Diggs, a alpha dog, number one franchise receiver, right? He was asked kind of give his impression, his opinion on what he sees when he looks around a Jaguars wide receiver room where Christian Kirk is obviously the leader, and then you got a first-round pick with some total of 0 catches with Brian Thomas Jr. So, you know, this is a room that is yet to show us what they can do. What does Davis think of what he sees?
Defenses have to play it true. You can't really if you try to take people out of the game, you're leaving other guys open or at an advantage. So it's going to be really fun to see, you know, what guys are trying to do against us because, again, we have so many weapons.
Jarian Jones has hit the ground running. This rookie out of Florida State was a bit of a surprise as a third-round pick, but he's certainly opening some eyes just a little bit. Ask what he's learned so far as a rookie.
You know, just learning, you know, like in the NFL, they got a little bit different rules than college. You know, you can only touch them at a certain amount of yards. You know, so just being able to critique my technique on how I'm going to do it now in the league. But, you know, it's been fun. You know, just, you know, I have a standard for myself and upholding the standard for myself each and every day and just being me. You know, I don't come out and just try to be nobody else. I just come out and just focus on what I got to focus on, be me, and the rest is going to take care of itself. So, you know, just upholding the standard for myself and then believing in me.
Well, and where do we believe he will play, right? We seem to kind of think that there's a possibility he could contend for starting at that nickel corner. I mean, where does Savage play into those thoughts? Where does Antonio Johnson play in to those thoughts? Is there a thought of Jarian Jones switching to the outside? It's hard to know exactly, but you can at least ask the kid, where does he think he fits best?
I think I'm a football player. I think I don't want to be looked at as a nickel. I don't want to be looked at as a corner. I want to be looked at. He is a piece that has to be on the field no matter where he is. Obviously, you know, I love playing nickel because I think it fits my personality, like me being around the ball, the energetic guy that gets to move around and make plays doing everything. But also I think corner fits me because I am fluid. Like I make plays on the ball. That's what I do. So, you know, I don't really think of myself as either of the positions. I just think of myself as a football player, and he makes plays. That's what I want to be known as.
Oh, I like it. Mission statement accomplished, if you ask me. I like what I heard right there from Jarian Jones. Again, the Jags at some point, they got to hit some home runs with these rookies.
Yeah, we do.
Right. We need we get all excited because we get decent players who start. Man, I need a dude who's going to be on all rookie teams. I need a guy in 2 years, a Pro Bowler. I need an up-and-coming dog, E. Give me some dogs, please.
Yeah, we need some dogs for real.
Jags went kicker, and was it round 6 this year with Cam Little out of Arkansas? So this is where we are. I mean, we are at a stage where the game's on the line, perhaps season's on the line. I'm going to trot out a rookie. when we think about transitions from one game to the next, we never think about punters and kickers. At least I don't. The ball's oblong, kick it through the goalpost. If you don't do it well enough, you're going to be fired and, working at a smoothie shop in a year-and-a-half, kid. That's basically all I can tell you. I mean, to me, the real transition comes for the position players, whether it's the size and the strength and the physicality, or it's the route running or the rules. Yet, apparently there is a transition because Cam Little was asked about it.
Getting used to living in a new town. I mean, on the field stuff has gone really well. Like, I like the NFL schedule. I like getting in here in the morning, we work out. It's kind of different. You're treated more as a pro. Like, obviously it's professional football, so you're treated a little differently in the NFL rather than the NCAA. But I think off the field, just kind of getting used to a new area. Jacksonville's a lot bigger city than Fayetteville was. And so I've kind of had to get used to a lot more different parts of the city and stuff like that. But that hasn't been too difficult. The community's been really welcoming. I've gotten a lot of food recommendations, a lot of places around here to go. Obviously the beach. So that's been fun. So it hasn't been too difficult.
Now look at the transition for a kicker. My apartment, the AC's out. That's been a little bit on the transition. I'm learning which roads it's best to get to my, local Dailies Dash. And what else? It's bad. People are nice. Social media, they tell me where to go. There's a transition for a special teams player. I mean, I got these poor so-and-sos that are coming up in the position. They're grinding in their playbooks. I mean, there's so much transition. Yeah, I mean, the terminology is unbelievable. I guess it's football at the end of the day. The transition for, say, Jarian Jones or, Javon Foster or, Mason Smith. Transition for those dudes, a little different than the kicker. Yeah, it's tough.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, this city's bigger than the one I came from. Is that a transition? No, Cam, not really. And then a little bit more from Doug Peterson. What can you tell about your team right now?
I think you get a pretty good idea where everybody is, where the team is. I think it was successful from the standpoint of the way these guys worked, the way they came in with the right attitude, a good frame of mind. They worked extremely hard in the weight room to get stronger, which we needed to do as well. But I think, too, you're seeing the leadership of the team. You're seeing, we've talked about Trevor and his impact and him, doing the thing, taking that next step and what I've seen there and the positivity there. And obviously guys like Christian Kirk coming back healthy, and seeing that. And this rookie class has been really good coming in and how they work and last year's class. So, all the pieces are sort of coming together here at the end and just got to carry that right into July and August.
All right, let's circle back to the defensive ends because we've had some conversation about it. And you ask about, Trayvon's name has come up again. And so yesterday, Doug was asked about his rush ends, who, not to be trifled with those stats they put up last year, right? What do they have, 27.5 sacks between the two of them?
Uh-huh.
That's you feel pretty good that you're getting that kind of production. I mean, it's almost 2 a game between the two of them combined, almost. So after Josh's big year, Doug Peterson, cut 16 ET, was asked if he seems like a different player to him.
No, it hasn't. He's still Josh. He's still a big part of the football team. He's a leader of the football team. I don't have to ask any more or any less. I just want him to be him, and he doesn't have to put any more pressure or stress on himself. Just go play and help us win games.
All right, and one more. This on Trayvon Walker and what the expectations could be, what the offseason goals are for a guy that went from what? Did he go from 3.5 to 10? Is that what we did? Quite a jump. Get that same leap, and we are talking about a player that's reaping all-star recognition.
He's been good. He's been, you know what? He's just another bright spot on defense, obviously. He's excited about the new scheme. He's another young player that will be counted on, even in a leadership role, on that defense and amongst the team. And just a great kid. I mean, just humble, hardworking, wants to improve, wants to get better, wants to learn, and he's still growing, and that's the exciting part about him.
All right, so there's just some from Doug Peterson, has his team there for a, quote, mandatory minicamp, not mandatory at all. As look, I get as you go through the offseason, you kind of settle in on what your feeling is for the team. And whether you feel any more or less confident than you did 3 months ago or 6 months ago when the season ended, I feel okay where we are, E. Feel okay where we are. We're under the radar. We're just as talented a team as we were a year ago when the arrow was pointed high. Where are we worse, E? A receiver, we could theoretically. I mean, last year we were excited about Calvin Ridley. But outside of that, we are as good as we were in the starting gates a year ago when the expectation was to be a Super Bowl contender. So the shuffling changed. The sorting changed. The Texans had the big year. We threw up all over ourselves. I think we're in a good spot here. It's kind of just a little bit half in the shadows. We're all right. Don't worry about it. Y'all go do your thing. Y'all lap up all your attention. We're going to go to work and see if we can't get about the business of being what we expect to be, and that's an every-year contender. And a contender to win it all. Win a Super Bowl. Brunch with the Tour is next. Oh, Stewie, be excited. It's 2-segment day. You're listening to The Drill. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
My think tank now has a little something in the pipeline. It's an idea we like to call
1010XL.
Mia here. Why Arlington Toyota? How about a huge selection of new vehicles in stock, on the ground, in one location? And every new Toyota purchase comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty, unlimited time, and miles. 60-day exchange program. Yes, you heard that right. 60 days to love your new purchase or exchange it for one that you do. Plus, Arlington's credit helper to help you get financed. There's even complimentary car washes with every service, and so much more. Shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
Hey, Hicken here with Zero Res. If you like me, you like to sit on that sofa and recliner and watch a good game, right? You unwind from the day. Sometimes TV time means food, drink, and a mess, too. Uh-oh, that's where you get the Zero Res truck out and get that furniture looking great again. And by the way, June is the time to do it. Zero Res offering 25% off all upholstery cleaning, 25% off a sectional, 25% off a sofa, 25% off a love seat, and 25% off your favorite recliner. Zero Res, man. You spell it forward, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
If you wear contact lenses and you're between the ages of 18 and 69, the Vision Research Center is looking for participants in clinical research studies. If eligible, you'll be compensated up to $50 per hour. I've done these contact lens studies for years. The VRC staff is wonderful and they work with my busy schedule. See if you qualify. Visit their website, 188visionok.com. 188visionok.com.
I joke around and with my wife and call it my bionic knee.
But before Ernest became a patient with QC Kinetics, it was a different story.
I'd go to bed with my knee throbbing, heat, ice. I would get up in the middle of the night to get a drink or something, and I would just be hobbling.
He wasn't able to play on his rec basketball team or work in the yard. But QC Kinetics regenerative treatments turned around the situation without surgery or downtime, using Ernest's own healing properties to help restore his aching knee, now known as Ernest's bionic knee.
I am really happy because I am playing the game that I love so much, and I'm playing with my granddaughter, and I'm gardening, and I'm on my knees, and I'm jumping up. I have a 200-pound dog, and I'm playing with my dog.
Now Ernest is living his best life thanks to QC Kinetics, and so can you. Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Don't take chances with your home safety. Trust the experts at Universal Roof and Contract. Get peace of mind knowing your home is protected from the elements. They'll ensure your roof is in top shape to handle anything Mother Nature throws its way. Right now, get 10% off a re-roof or repairs, plus a free wind mitigation with a full roof replacement. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or click universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. Follow the U.S. Open on 1010XL.
Expect anything different?
U.S. Open coverage is brought to you by
Vaughn Motor Group.
He's 8 under par.
Follow the leaders on 1010XL.
The defending champion says, remember me?
If your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's. That's Vaughn's Heating and Air. Unlike others, there's no overtime or same-day upcharges at Vaughn's. Just great service when you need it. So remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hacker here, and I just got back from a 9-day cruise to the Caribbean. Now, I knew I was going to slip off my Awaken 180 program because, hey, I deserve it. I've lost 65 pounds so far. But guess what? My Awaken 180 coach even suggested it and helped me cheat. She showed me how to take a break for 9 days and not put any of the weight back on. I ate all sorts of foods, from fried green tomatoes to frog legs, but the shocking part, I didn't keep going back up for seconds, thirds, or fourths. My body didn't need it, and I really didn't want it. Did I lose weight on vacation? No, I was on a break. But did I gain 10 pounds? No, sir. I didn't gain a single pound because my metabolism is on fire. My body's just doing its thing. If you want a program that works, want coaches that understand real life, do what we all did and call Awaken 180. They've got your back while keeping your front from popping. 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Dang, missed the ball, broke the tee. No worries, I'll just go to golf-t-repair.com and get these babies fixed. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive apparel designed by Jacksonville for local golfers. golf-t-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for golf stuff.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation
and Drainage too.
and Art of Natural Stone. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
You know him, you love him. At least you better. You're getting 2 segments of
That's
the
right,
next 2
baby.
or more.
Let's go. You know what I love the most about 2 segments?
What's that?
The AC is out at our house, so I get to stay in the air conditioning a
Didn't
little
you just
bit.
do the AC out? No, that wasn't you.
It was. Listen, we lived in Nocatee. I was like, hey, let's go buy an older house over in San Marco. Here
Charming.
we go. Yeah, very charming. Unit's 12 years old, and I got the home warranty. You know they're not going to pay to replace it. I got the guy coming out tomorrow. He's going to be a pain. I'm in a bad spot mentally, man. It's hot. Got 2 dogs. One dog just tore her ACL. Got that news yesterday from the vet. That's $5 grand. There you go.
You're not spending $5 grand on a dog's ACL.
This is a whippet, man. They're very fast.
Don't you do those?
I need
college?
a whippet.
Isn't that some rogue drug? A whippet.
I could go for some whippets out there, and you and Jack's Beach are listening.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah.
Put them in a balloon and away you go.
It's nice to be in the AC, though.
I mean, who spends? Again, this is where the dog lovers come at me.
Oh yeah, well you got. I
don't know if you can spend $5,000 on a dog, man.
Really?
We've lost our mind. Yeah, I can't.
Well, she's like 6. She's not.
I don't
like
care
12.
if she's 6 months. $5,000.
We're gonna get a second opinion. No, we're going for a second.
You know what
opinion.
happened? Here's what happens too. Now theirs was older. It's funny you say this. I'd never heard of a dog tearing its ACL. My neighbor's dog tore its ACL, but it was more like 11. And then it just kind of. They were finally. He's more like me, and they went back and forth on whether or not they would do the.
Yeah.
Now, it's a little different. See, I'm a little bit tainted and bitter because I had a dog that got a leukemia, and you could also spend $4 grand, but it was only going to add 6 months.
Right, yeah.
So that's a little, I guess,
yeah.
if you have a 6-year, I mean, whatever.
Well,
Each his own. It's your money.
The vet's like, oh, the ACL is going to be better than ever. I'm thinking like we're talking about a running back.
Correct.
You know, it's like Saquon's going to be better than ever.
Well, I was going to say, I never heard of a dog tearing an ACL,
yeah,
but then, like, my neighbors did, and before they made the tough, they had decided they were going to do something, but then the dog passed.
Yeah. I mean,
I think dogs too. When they do something like that, I think animals like, okay, time for me to go.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm good.
Blue
good.
time.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with the whippet and the ACL.
There you go, and the AC.
And the AC.
Yeah, a lot of ACs this week.
Yeah, you got to take. I mean, we're so the soft underbelly of society really shows when the AC goes out here or anywhere, but here in Florida, I mean, it's legit, and especially when it goes out when it's 100 every
100,
day.
yeah.
Like you could go out at a better time.
Is it ever going to rain again here?
This weekend we're going to get the monsoon.
God, please.
Coming up this week. No, we need it. Trust me. And we need it more than just the watering the plants. We need it so that it's not 81 degrees at 3:30 in the morning.
That's correct.
It's got to cool it off later in the day. I had the updated bag, as we call it, from the weekend that was. There's only one good thing to report here. I'll get Scotty Scheffler and hope to heck that he wins.
What a cash machine.
It's not going to be enough. It'll be enough to get me out of last, but that's about it. Only if you guys do nothing, because Hicken took Scheffler, got the $4 million. He's up to 18-2. You had Morikawa and who? Somebody else good.
Schauffele.
Schauffele, you got $2.7 million. You're up to 17-2. E.T. just kind of stumbled along into $1 million. He's at 19.5, and I got 529 from the H&H bag squad.
Who picked Cantlay?
Nobody.
That was Hicken.
Oh, Hicken did?
But he had the winner. He had Scotty.
So he had the winner and
so
a guy
got
that
the $4 million.
missed the cut.
Yeah.
In a
so
signature
now,
event.
So now with E.T. maintains the lead 19.5, Hicks got 18.4, you got 17.2, and I'm way down at 14.9.
Oof.
But I'll be taking Scheffler. This will be the week he finishes 12th, and I won't get any cash.
Only outside the top 10 1 week this year.
Stupid win, that stupid wheel over there. I felt like here's what I take away from Scheffler this weekend. Now we are getting to the Tiger phase from this standpoint. He didn't play good.
Yeah.
He didn't play good.
No. I mean, Muirfield was brutal. I know he.
No, and that's fair, but I mean, usually somebody's ready to step up if they get an opportunity, and he was able to just kind of. Didn't he shoot 74 on Sunday?
Yeah, dude's won 5 of his last 8.
I know.
It's
I get
just
it.
like it is.
Yeah, there's something more to it now though than just going out and out playing the other guys. I think, and that's what I mean. I think I think you put a little pressure, like a guy. I got to make this 8.
Right. Yeah.
He's going birdie the next hole.
Yeah.
Guy. Whereas usually you just go along, add at your scores. Look, I scored 62.
Yeah.
You feel like it's.
How many guys out there were like, wait till you have a kid, bud?
I knew that was baloney. By the way, what about this?
The kid's at the tournament.
Well, and then if he's not, guess what that means you are? Away from the kid waking up every hour. This just in. I don't want to, break the code, the treehouse code for all you ladies out there. But yeah, we kind of don't mind getting away from all the.
I mean,
all right, we're not, quote, nurturers
That's
by
fair.
nature.
That's fair.
So it might be a bonus to get away. It might be better than if it weren't.
And Scotty's a house rental guy, like all the top players are. They don't do
we've
hotels
heard.
anymore, right? I mean, I think he had Doc Murphy's house maybe for players, but
Maids are us maybe next time.
Do
but
we
I'm just
say,
saying.
Meredith, baby, let's get a house with two master bedrooms, right? do we split it up? Are we in the same bed? Or are we like, babe, I gotta try to win the tournament tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep in the guest room.
There was a leaderboard around him that was with big enough boys, and they just go, Schauffele didn't take long to remember who he was.
Yep, he went backwards quick.
I mean, they go backwards, and a bunch of them did. Rory got up there. They get up there for a minute, and I guess to your point, Muirfield played really tough. It played a lot harder than the PGA did.
Yep, for sure.
But I can't wonder if it wasn't for a rogue cop, if the guy wouldn't have won the PGA too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the day that it happened wasn't terrible, but the next day was when it all settled.
And it's still, I still go back to saying, when we saw Tiger doing this stuff, Tiger looked like a machine, right? He looked like Iron Byron hitting those shots, the old ping machine. And Scotty plays with so much like artistic flair, like with the foot sliding out and him falling over half the time and trying to hit tee shots. It's just, and I think really it's interesting too. I look back when he switched to that putter, that mallet putter. So he was in town for the Players Championship Media Day. We did a bunch of stuff with him. It was Monday of Bay Hill. And so he comes out, he's putting on 18, and he brings out the mallet putter. And his agent said
that's the week he switched, wasn't
he
it?
was making this switch anyway. That was when Rory made the comments, I think, in the booth at Genesis that, hey, Scotty should probably try to switch to a mallet putter because he was struggling with his putting. And the agent's like, why? Rory's going to get credit for this now. Scotty had already kind of made the move back home in Dallas, and that was the first time he brought it out. And everyone's like, oh, my God, here we go. And the tear the guy's been on, just since simply switching to that putter from a short game standpoint,
do you know,
is
like
unreal.
technologically, why that is? Like why the mallet putter would have served him better? What the difference is? I'm a pretty decent putter, so I've got a putter. I keep my putter for 30 years. I'll never switch it.
I feel like it's just easier to keep the face square to square. You want it to slightly open and slightly close if you kind of have that Brad Faxon Crenshaw putting stroke. But I think a lot of guys from an alignment standpoint too, just getting squared up, it's just easier to see.
It's weird for me because I've always putted with kind of a blade style. If
Yeah.
you put me one of those in my hand, they looks weird to me, and
yeah.
I don't get uncomfortable putting. But those putters to me, the mallet style, look a little bit more. I'll give credit. I don't know who for the USGA lives here in Jacksonville and heard the biting, stinging commentary, but Adam Scott got an exemption into the Open.
Well, I think he got the.
No, he got an exemption.
Yeah,
They just
I know, but
awarded
it was
to him.
kind of the OWGR because Grayson was still inside the top 60, so I think he got the nod.
Well, he's 61.
Right. So it's top 60 get in.
I got you. So the
you're right.
exemption
And
didn't.
Grayson,
it didn't come from their common sense. It came because he actually hit the
yeah,
parameters.
and I don't think anyone said that, but or maybe they have.
No, they
really,
haven't.
yeah.
I'm just trying to
But
give
Grayson,
them credit.
yeah, and
I'm trying to give the USGA
yeah,
credit for doing what
for
should
sure.
be.
Yeah,
Put
for
together
sure.
the best fields. The golf has changed. This, being limited to this or that or the other. I'm sorry, player number 240. We're going to invite Adam Scott.
Also, shout out Sergio. Got in as a alternate from one of the
Did he?
sectional qualifying
Sergio
sites.
still plays golf? What's he doing these days?
He lost. Correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I think he was in like a 6-for-5 playoff and was like the odd man out, something like that.
At the U.S. Open?
Yeah, one of the sectional sites.
Yeah, these guys come crawling back when the big events play.
Yeah, here I am.
Because these tournaments they're playing are just so inconsequential. It's unbelievable that the Saudis will keep paying them. We'll see. Keep paying them for nothing. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
not
they
a
do
lot
it.
of people out there in Houston.
No, here at the end of the day, the only way the Live will be successful is if they become an overseas-based product. It's just coming here. It almost does them a disservice because it brings negative publicity.
Sure.
It brings these photo ops of no one there. It
Yeah.
brings these realities of the bigger tours just absolutely, throttling you in every form of measurement. So
I watched it for about 2 minutes accidentally. I never watched this stuff.
I don't like I don't like the presentation. It's too busy for me.
The scoreboard. So I hate the shorts. I can't stand the shorts.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people don't care about that, but
I'm up and down with that one. But I don't the graphics, the way I hate the shotgun starts. I hate how you don't know. You're trained as a fan to know where the groups are. Know who's coming where.
Right.
They play that.
How do
they
you
try to contrive too much?
How do you? I mean, everyone's played in a shotgun, right? Remember, guess all the carts are at the clubhouse. There's pros out there. You're guiding traffic. All right, 4B, you're going left. Like, how do they do that amidst? I mean, let's call it some crowds.
Yeah.
Do they just go straight down the fairways and get out?
Listen,
they're not going down cart paths.
That crowd they had in Australia and other places they're nice.
Yeah.
It can serve a purpose, but you're not filling any void. You're not growing the game here.
No.
Yeah, I don't think you're growing the game in Australia. You might be giving them free tickets so they get to come out and watch. I think there's some of that going on. I think ultimately I've nailed this one. It's going to I'm the best. I didn't mean that to sound like it did. I'm going to stick with what I thought all along. I think ultimately they become the DP Tour. The PGA Tour sells that off. I wouldn't be shocked at all if Liv tried to buy the Golf Channel.
Yeah.
And getting the forced propaganda game.
Every other sport better buckle up.
Yeah.
Because they're going to own an NFL team, and they're going to own a Major League Baseball team, and they're going to own NASCAR, and that's.
If you let them keep making their way in, you can. I got sent some Saudi Arabian news thing from today. I haven't looked at it.
Your email?
No, somebody sent through the text line a story about the Saudis and untowardness of certain things. I can't do it anymore. I'm a sports fan.
I know.
They lost me when they went and played somewhere where I never watch them. So I'd love to see. I love Koepka and DeChambeau and Sergio. Knock yourself out.
Yeah.
I'll watch you this weekend. I like seeing the best play against each other. There's no doubt about that. All right, come back on the other side. 2-segment, guys. Two and more.
Man,
Let's talk about a little about the setup and a reminder of where they are in Pinehurst. I think it's famous for one reason, dude. I think it's way more pub because Payne died. If Payne Stewart doesn't die, I mean, it was an emotional when he beat Nicholson.
Sure.
It would have had some staying power, but I mean, outside of that, I challenge those, and we'll tell you the answer when we come back. But tell me the other two U.S. Open winners at Pinehurst. Yeah, you can't.
I know them.
I know you do.
Oh, sorry.
But just if you're Joe Q Public, you
Right.
don't because they're, nobodies, especially one of them.
Right, for sure.
So,
I also think, I mean, I know we'll talk about this, but the USGA moving, part of their headquarters down there, committing to so many future U.S. Opens at Pinehurst number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think men and women, like the hype machine is on.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like,
and it's a great.
It's the way we
it's
treat
a great
PPC
belly.
Sawgrass.
It's a great midsection of golf too. It's a very Tobacco Road's that's good healthy golf area. I'm all for it. I need a big boy to win.
Oh,
that's how you get your golf course up to snuff as a major venue. It's who's winning your golf tournaments.
That's
and
fair.
Michael Campbell ain't doing it.
Oh, Martin Keimer.
We give them both away.
Didn't he win by like 7? That was
I don't remember.
USA
I don't remember Keimer's. I remember Campbell's.
I don't
only
remember
because
Keimer.
Very. I think he might be on that other one. Yeah. All right, we'll come back and we got our picks to make. I'm in big trouble. This is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You have heard about the 1010XL YouTube channel. Now check out our team-specific channels, 1010XL Jaguars, 1010XL Gators, and 1010XL Seminoles, bringing up specific, up-to-the-minute video coverage of your favorite local team. And find us on YouTube today.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, stop paying for exterior paint that doesn't protect your home or business. Hicken here for my friends at Rhino Shield. Man, those beautifully durable coatings. And I'm telling you, they're beautiful and they're durable. They never chip, crack, or peel. You want that backed up? They back it up. 25-year warranty. Who does that? Rhino Shield. Prevents unsightly mold, mildew, and algae. Prevents water intrusion from those crazy storms that we get in Northeast Florida. Fights all corrosion, Class A fire rating. And by the way, that's while saving you thousands compared to the cost of repainting over and over again. Getting 0% financing, up to 20% off right now. Great low pricing. Never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. Take the first step today. Get your free estimate at rhinoshieldjax.com. Go to rhinoshieldjax.com. Sign up and get that free estimate and enjoy.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Imsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned, Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bold difference. Visit BoldCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoldCityAC.com.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Are you looking for that perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Shooters this Thursday through Sunday, June 13th through the 16th. Shooters and Smith & Wesson are bringing you the largest Smith & Wesson sale of the year with the largest savings of the year. Click away with a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, very affordable, just $429. Save $70. The most popular small frame defense revolver on the market, the Airweight 38 Special, for only $469. Save $70. The hottest selling concealed carry pistol, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm for only $399. You save $150. Get unmatched value with the new Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun for a low $279. Save $80. Shooters and Smith & Wesson Father's Day sale, the largest sale of the year, June 13th through the 16th at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West. See the full ad at shootersjacks.com. ShootersJacks.com.
Get fishing tips and stories from Captain Kevin
Bite's gonna pick up pretty soon.
on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Whoa! Thursday nights at 6.
On 1010XL AM.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Dr. George Bari, inviting you to look online at BariOrthopedics.com for the latest in medical advancements when it comes to getting you back to full joint health. After studying under Dr. James Andrews, I know proper diagnosis is the first key to treatment, and educating the patient is the fastest path to recovery. Whether it's chronic back pain, nagging arthritis, or necessary joint replacement, we're here to serve you in the best possible way. We are Bari Orthopedics, and online at BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Wondering what you're going to do for dinner tonight? Southern Steer Butcher is a full-service butcher, and we grind and make sausage in-house every day.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
When persistent plumbing problems leave you feeling flushed, don't panic. Call Roland Reish, the one-stop solution for any plumbing problem, residential or commercial. No matter how complex the work, Roland Reish quotes all pricing in advance, so your only surprise is how quickly they'll solve your issue. Whether your pipes are doing a water ballet or you need to hydrojet the whole system, always use Roland Reish Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation
and Drainage too.
and Art of Natural Stone. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
I want to say something, E.T., before we get there.
All right.
Okay? Sight unseen.
Sight unseen.
In fact, to the point of rectifying it if it is the case. Okay? Now, I'm to be honest with you, as I say this, I think I know what the answer is going to be already. But if Mr. DB, I call him.
Oh.
Deathbed.
Oh.
If Mr. Deathbed does not have his picks in.
I thought you were going D-bag.
I know. We will either pick for him or call him and get his picks in.
Oh, we're going to call him.
Or whatever. Did he send you his pixie?
Yeah, he sent me his picks yesterday.
Oh, he did send them. Oh, so he's well enough to send the picks in. But so my very magnanimous gesture of, showing this compassion. And again, HIPAA rules, so I wouldn't say that he had like kidney stones or anything. So if that were I HIPAA violations here. I can't just go talking about people's personal medical trials and tribulations, but if he had like something like kidney stones and was out a couple of days,
sure,
I would allow him. It's not like, that's how he's on vacation, man. You're hobnobbing about it. I was listening next week. The dog cussed me like I did something wrong. Like I was quick to jump on it. These guys don't give me an inch, and that one in there. He knows better.
Stop the cap.
You did it anyway.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, I know the cap. I know where he is. He's in there wearing a Metallica shirt. What are you wearing today anyway? I can't read.
Jimi Hendrix.
All right, same thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. No cap here. Okay, so Dan made picks, so I won't have to. See, it was a chance for me to be a nice guy for a change. Then what would they have said? It was relatively. Talking a little bit, has the golf course changed since is the last major there? Was it was Keimer probably?
It was 14, yeah. That was the first time they did the men's open and the women's open the very next week. Michelle, we won the women's
Yeah,
open. I know, but that was a
okay.
little experience. But that was too baked.
Are
out
they
in
ever
the
doing it
second.
again or no? They're not doing it this.
I don't know if it's on the calendar.
They did the U.S. women already this year.
Yeah, that was at Lancaster. Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
So the car, it doesn't need to change much. Tell folks why. And you were telling me a little bit briefly. But why do you think it plays so difficult?
It's very there's no water on the golf course, right? There's a pond in front of 16T that's not in play for anyone. So the brutal part of the golf course is all in the greens. If you know golf, you know Donald Ross. It's like a dome shape, right? It's like take a bowl in your kitchen and turn it upside down, and that's what you're trying to hit it towards. We heard Wyndham Clark yesterday say they're already kind of losing the greens, and it's been very hot up there, and you're basically in the sand hills. So, when you're hitting these shots and you've got a 7-iron, 8-iron wedge, whatever, and for every green, you kind of got a spot where you have to hit it, and you can't, you've probably got a 6 by 6 foot area where you're trying to land it to funnel down. Lucas Glover was on the radio last night saying that he's aiming for parts of the green where he'll have a putt into the grain. And that's the biggest difference. Is this is the first time that they're going to be playing this tournament at Pinehurst number 2 with Bermuda grass greens. Last time they did it was 14 bent grass. I think in the last 10 years, all those Carolinas courses have gone to Bermuda greens.
What's the difference?
It's just
how does it? What does it make it more challenging? Does it make it easier?
It thrives in the heat, so they don't have to overwater it. But you're also going to have some grain taking shape, and late in the day, you'll see like the grain kind of growing in and around the cup and the direction it's going. So if you're down grain, it's going to be a lot faster than if you're putting into the grain. The biggest thing is trying to hold the greens, though. So you're going to see a ton of shots. And this is why I kind of argue, like, I love Pinehurst. I'm from North Carolina. I don't think it's the most exciting place to watch a tournament, or 2 on TV, because you're seeing guys, the best players in the world, hit wedges, and the ball comes to rest, and then it starts to trickle, and then it rolls 30 yards off the green. You're also going to see a lot of Texas wedges, a lot of guys putting from off the green from 20 and 30 yards away sometimes. So it's a big short game place. It's just I think on site, unless you're in one of the stands, the greens are all kind of raised up and domed, like I said. So you can be sitting next to a green, have a great spot, and not be able to see the ball go in because it's a little bit above you. So it's just it's a weird experience. The USGA is pot committed to it. After 24, if you like it this year, you're going to love it because it's coming back in 29 U.S. Open and Women's Open. So I'm not sure what the time gap will be, but hosting both there. 29, 35, 41. And for those of you excited about the 2047 U.S. Open, it is going back to Pinehurst number 2 as well.
See if I'm still here for that one.
Yep.
I don't. I like names to win, man.
Yeah.
It's just how I can't.
Boys,
when it's I don't mind during the week, man. Each his own. It better be a compelling story, or if a non-name's going to win, then I want it to be a non-name who's about to become a name. It just annoys me when Michael Campbell wins a major. Lucas Glover wins a major.
I think we like it at 36 holes or maybe 54, but come down the stretch on Sunday. And it's the same thing with the Final Four. George Mason, that's great. VCU, but we want Kentucky, Carolina.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah. What will the scores be? How difficult will the scoring be?
I think. It's going to be hot. I don't think there's supposed to be any rain. If they really are losing the greens already, and Wyndham kind of backed off his comments a little bit, but if they're getting baked out, even par. 1-2 under. It's not easy, And that
is there a player? Are there players who's, because of the setup, the turtle back, their style of play is better suited? Anyone that jumps out you?
I think it's guys. I think it's a little bit the anti-Bryson. I think it's guys that are methodical around the golf course. And I'm not saying anything against Bryson because he's obviously played great at the PGA. But I think they're going to give you spots in the fairways to hit tee shots, and that's where you're supposed to hit it. Because if you get off the fairway, then you're in that kind of sandy fescue.
Yeah,
and they had just planted that ahead of 14, so that stuff's fully grown out now. So that's an actual hazard as compared to what it was in Keimer 1. But definitely guys that are creative around the greens, and definitely guys that aren't afraid to putt it. Like I said, from 20 yards off, you're going to see a lot of guys bumping 3 woods and 5 woods up there to kind of get it going through the grain. It's just it's just demanding, And I don't think you're not going to see guys hitting 3 irons all day in the par 4s or anything. It's 7,500, but
it's going to around the green. It's going to be there's going to be
all around the green.
Yeah,
I
might have a 4 putt.
Yeah. There's going to be
with that kind of weight.
There's going to be some putting it off the green.
All right. Well, it's time
fun,
to make our picks. I am in a DAL after just another disappointing showing. I find myself again here. Reset. E's in the lead, 19.5. Hickens got 18.4. Torres 17.2, and I have 14.9. Do you know what the payout is for this week?
I believe it's 3.9.
That's not enough. I need it to be more. with the first pick of the 2024 U.S. Open Draft.
Here we go.
I'll take Scotty Scheffler. I know it's a shock. Scotty Scheffler, a generational talent, I'm calling him. What is his stat? I saw this stat now. He joined like 3 other guys that have won 5 times before the month of June. Did some of them win more than 5, or is 5 the max?
I think he's the first player since Arnold Palmer to win, let me get this right, I hope so, 5 times, including a major.
Before the month of June is
Before
over.
the month of June.
Before the month of
Yeah.
July.
And Palmer did it
So if he wins another one and gets 6, is that going to be more than anybody in history before July? I think it might be.
I love it when you guys come back with
Yeah,
the stats questions.
well,
That's tough. Yeah.
because I saw
should be better at my
it was
job.
Palmer and Tiger and like Tom Watson that had won 6 or 5 before July, but they didn't say if those guys. It didn't say at least 5. So I'm wondering, is that the record?
Yeah.
For titles before
if
the
he
month of
wins
July.
this week,
So if he
yeah.
wins another one, then what's after he's done this month?
I think he'll probably play Travelers the week after. I haven't
That's
seen the field
Connecticut?
list, but yeah,
That's Hartford.
signature event, and then you probably won't see him again till probably the.
What is he up to? Like
Scottish
24 million won already?
We got a lot of money.
Yeah, already. I think. I mean, this guy could win 100 million this year. What do they give you for winning it all? 30 or 40 now?
For winning what?
The FedEx Cup.
18.
No, it's more than that. You got to know your sport. Yeah, if you win that all, they're giving you bigger check than $18 million.
You sure about that?
Well, you're the one that works for the tour, so I don't want to triple down. I did double down. I think you get more. It's like 20 or 30 million they give you now for
Said
winning.
40 million.
30 or 40 million. Yeah, I was going to stand by. Maybe 30. This is a bad look for you. You should probably 18. Oh, and is that in addition to winning
75? Yeah.
That's
But
it.
I mean, but that's just for that week.
Yeah. But I thought that your
But then you
overall.
add that also the way it pays out over time.
Because I know back in the day they would give him a $20 million bonus for winning the FedEx Cup. No, wasn't that one of the deals at one point?
It was initially 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what Billy won. 10.
Did Billy win it? 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. I took Scheffler, and that leaves you with the ball.
I want to take Morikawa. I get worried about that putter sometimes. I'm gonna go Rory McIlroy.
McIlroy?
Yeah, I think 5 straight top 10s in the U.S. Open.
I didn't seem like a bad pick to me at all. All right, E, who's Hicken go with?
Oh, let's see. You took Rory, so let me take him off of his. He's going to go with Xander.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going with Xander.
And then who you got?
Let me see who I'm going to take. I'm taking your boy, DeChambeau.
Oh. All right.
Bryson. Oh, and I got 2, right? Yeah.
How's Bryson 5th in the world? It's weird.
And then you know what? I'm gonna ride that Ludwig. I'm gonna ride Ludwig again.
All right.
Man.
See that coming.
Yeah, I don't trust Ludwig at this venue.
So back to Dan.
Oh, and then Dan gonna go with is Morikawa going?
No.
Nope. He's going Colin Morikawa.
All right.
Thought I was gonna get him. I feel like this guy's. No, I can't do this guy. No. I was about to say Hovland, but that we've had the chip and yips in our
I've
past.
had Hovland way too many times.
I don't love any of this.
No, I don't love any of them either.
You know what? You know who could be actually pretty good this week because he's methodical. He's done this before. Give me Matt Fitzpatrick.
Okay. I think Koepka's reputation is starting to last longer than his outcome. Like last year, he came in great. Second at the Masters, and he won the PGA. Then he went 17 at the U.S. Open. Then he went 64th at the British. He was 45th at this year's Masters, and he was 26th at the PGA. I don't think Brooks Koepka is now suddenly that, or still that layup that you look for at a major. I wish I knew how this guy was playing. I can't do it. I was going to go wrong, but I can't. I don't trust him.
He hurt his foot.
Did he?
The last round, he had to withdraw from the event.
I don't trust Wyndham Clark because he's missed 2 straight cuts at the Memorial and the PGA. Why would I pick him?
Fair.
Patty Cantlay, I will never pick. This guy I know is not going to win, but when he contends, he finishes. I can't. I got to pick. You know what? I'll take Cam Smith.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see Cam Smith's scorecard on
what?
Sunday?
At where?
At the Live event?
Is Live is a real thing?
Well,
I'm taking Cam Smith. You get off my pick.
I think there was a triple and maybe 4 doubles on that.
Yeah,
back
I'm guessing he wasn't trying. He's probably hungover. They don't care.
Correction by myself. I also forgot that the FedEx Cup bumped to 25.
It's 25.
Yeah.
I was right, E. I was
Sorry,
right.
I was in 2023 mode
But
with the 18.
I knew it wasn't 18.
You said 30 or 40.
Okay, 25 is closer to 30 than 18.
You said 40, so
You worked for the tour. Mic drop. That's going to do it for much of the tour. He leaves red-faced, embarrassed, and hopeful that no one in the office has listened today.
You know what? I feel like we change stuff all the time. I can't keep up with this. Signature, elevated,
All right.
18, 25.
I don't like Cam Smith all that much, but it doesn't matter because I like Scotty Scheffler.
Hey, can we just verify his scorecard real quick? Where do you find a Live Golf scorecard?
Do they use scorecards? I thought they just did by what you said you shot. Is that not what they're doing?
Do they give him scorecards with a little sticker on it that says 4B?
Yeah, I do think that there's no B. I was going to take DeChambeau, but then you scared me off of him. You say he's not playing good. Am I allowed to change? I can. We're not out of the segment.
I said Rahm. Rahm hurt his foot. Rahm had to withdraw.
Can I do DeChambeau instead? I can,
No,
right?
wait.
No? Too late?
You can't do it because I got him.
Oh, DeChambeau?
Yeah, I got Bryson.
Where on earth do you find
whatever.
a
I'm taking Smith.
scorecard on this tour?
You're asking me for a question that you introduced the answer to. That'll do it for us. 2-segment guy is over. Back with Fred Taylor, the Tuesday morning running back next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Rick Ballou is the truth teller.
Tell the truth. That's all. Just tell the truth.
Go into the night with Rick Ballou after the Frangie Show. Then it's Hacker After Dark.
Between him and me.
Ballou and Hacker. Evenings on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Pross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinders Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinders Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida. Official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinders Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit DreamfindersHomes.com. Now let Dreamfinders Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prime Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 904-902-8222. 904-902-8222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 904-902-8222.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in one day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Cataracts are the leading cause of vision loss in the United States and blindness worldwide. Hicken here for Bowd9 Associates. June is Cataract Awareness Month. Cataracts are a condition that causes the eye's lens to become cloudy, which can block or change the way light passes through the eye. Bowd9 is here to take care of you or someone you know who are experiencing faded colors, intensified brightness to light, or poor night vision. Call or visit bowd9.com to schedule your consultation. Bowd9 Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to Cam Locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Hicken here with Zero Res. If you're like me, you like to sit on the sofa and recliners and watch a good game or show. You know, unwind down from the day. But sometimes TV time means food, drink, and a mess as well. That's why you need to have the Zero Res truck out and get that furniture looking great again. All of June, Zero Res offering 25% off all upholstery cleaning, 25% off a sectional, off a sofa, 25% off a love seat, 25% off your favorite recliner. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
15,000 workers. I'm Brian Rose from Remedy Staffing. We survey 15,000 blue-collar workers each year to better understand what drives quality and dependability in our workforce. The survey shows when looking for a new job, the initial pay rate, job security, and safety while working are the most important factors for hourly workers. If you're an employer and would like to learn more about the voice of the blue-collar worker, please call us at 904-528-1933.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Lewis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Lewis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. Right, so my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Lewis. The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool.
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jaguar outside linebacker Josh Allen had a productive year last season. It earned him a new deal. Jag head coach Doug Peterson talked about him following up last year's success.
Well, the challenge is for any player in that position, I think, that's had success the year before is can you do it again? The fact that the contract is behind him now and he can just focus on ball, I think that's his main focus.
Jaguar rookie cornerback Jarian Jones at minicamp talked of the influence of new defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen.
You know, be aggressive, attack everything, trust your instincts, because so when it's time, it's that moment, believe that you put in the work for it.
The Gators and the Noles are headed to the College World Series. The Noles face number 1 seeded Tennessee Friday at 7 p.m. The Gators will face Texas A&M on Saturday. Game time is 7 p.m. You can hear that game live on 1010 XL AM. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9/11 and it's 81 degrees your time, and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Let's ring up another guest on the All-Pro Roofing phone line. Now Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein & Robbins DUI defense firm and B&B Fuel and Lubricants on 1010XL.
So on first down for Jacksonville. Garrard on the kick. Here's Taylor. Busting through. Fred Taylor making the cut. Taylor is gone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
All right. Dan Hicken is infirmed due to HIPAA laws and regulations. I wouldn't say that he has something like kidney stones. I wouldn't want to betray any medical trusts. But you feel me. Let's bring in Fred Taylor. Freddie, do you have a favorite run? Do you have a favorite one from college or pro? Like I have my favorite. I have my favorite Fred E.T. runs. I think they're more important than what you think they are. But nonetheless, do you have favorites?
Big Jeff, what's up, man?
I'm good, bro. How you doing? Thanks for joining us out west. I'm gonna get to that in a second. What's up?
Oh man, look, listen. I don't know if I have a favorite run.
You don't?
I don't know, Jeff.
Okay.
And then at this point, I'm starting to.
That's
only
fair.
A few stand out.
Yeah.
But I've had so many. Like, for example, a 10-yarder could be an amazing run.
Well, you had one in Pittsburgh where you kind of went around right in and hopped into the end zone. I think that was the record setter. That was a big one.
I do love I still love the game-winning run my rookie year versus Tampa Bay.
Okay,
versus
so Riedel.
that defense. Yeah, Riedel, that whole conversation, and then that defense, the Hall of Famers that are on that defense, Warren Sapp, Derrick Brooks. You're talking John Lynch. They also had Simeon Rice on there. Hardy Nickerson was on there. Another Hall of Famer and Rondé Barber.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was stacked, and that run was a 71-yarder. Big Bo, Tony's number. I'll never forget the distance. And actually, it was a run to the right. It was a counter, a 36 lead. Tony was pulling left to right, and I was behind Bo. He went outside. I cut it back behind him, and the rest is history. Yeah, so it was a nice run. I outran everybody. Is also the game winner. It was 71 yards behind number 71 and the other guys too, against my childhood best friend, against those defenders. So
we have an answer. See, you do have an answer. That's it right there.
That's not my favorite run, though. I just love this. That's my favorite storyline.
All right. Okay.
Since we talking favorites.
Taylor skips 2 tackles, right, and here we go.
That's the 90-yarder.
Yeah.
That's the 90-yarder.
Yeah, that's enough.
That was a good one.
That's pretty good. Yeah. If you like 90-yarders and all, that was pretty good.
That's a good one. But I also have a 78-yarder, my first Monday night game.
Against
ever.
Miami, also.
Against Miami, I told Joe Sheehan while stretching on the ground before the game, I said, look, man, this stretching is getting boring. He's like, well, just get up and go break one and come right back and we'll finish stretching. That's exactly what happened. First play, I run to the left, I cut back right. 78 yards later, I could go full circle, come back to the sideline, and finish my stretching. So that's another good one too. There's so many good ones.
Can you? My favorite Fred Taylor run is kind of an odd one because it's really more of like a back-to-back sequence, and the run itself is not nearly one of your most memorable runs of all time. And mine doesn't come from the Jags, by the way, with all due respect. It comes from Florida. My favorite run is the run after Kwesi hit the big one.
What was that, a 20?
That's the end of the game, whatever. Kwesi hits the long one. He gets open. They drag him down at about the 25. You run it left. You almost get in. You get down to about the 3, and I think you scored on the next play, in fact.
I scored the very next play.
Yeah.
It was like 20-something yards to cap that off.
Yep.
And the 66-yarder wasn't bad. I mean, I know
that game
fumbled twice early in the game.
Yeah. I mean, Sebastian was being the Gator. So that was a fun. That's an all-timer for me. That game. And that wasn't a great year for y'all for Florida. I mean, you kind of shot yourself in the foot early in the year. But that was just an unreal.
It wasn't a great
upset.
game. It wasn't a great season. We lost 2 games that year. LSU up there. And then
that's when he started letting you run, Fred. It was the LSU game.
He let me go.
Yeah, the LSU guy finally said, we're just going to run Freddie, and then y'all didn't lose again.
Yeah, so in hindsight, I mean, even though the year wasn't typical, what we had been all spoiled to see, be used to.
Yeah.
Because we would lose the game, still go to a championship game, a national championship, SEC championship. That was the only year I never played. I didn't play in the SEC championship. Georgia beat us. And then we didn't have any national championship hopes. I set a record in the Citrus Bowl that still stands.
It's Penn State.
Carries and yards. That allowed the pro scouts to see what I was actually made of. And the workout part was easy. Pro day was easy. It was getting the carries. And after the LSU game, in hindsight, so Spurs like, well, Dougie, I'm going to give it to Freddie. And let Freddie run it. And that's what happened the rest of the season. So it wasn't a complete throwaway season. Some good stuff did come out of it. And it was some great runs in that season as well. But a lot of good memories, Jeff. A ton of great memories, man.
Oh, for sure. For sure. For all of us. I mean, both sides of that. And I think people realize that more the further along they get in their post-careers. You're out west. I know that from yesterday. You're on a plane. What? I assume it's pivot-related or no? What you got cooking?
Yeah, man, always pivoting, man, from one coast to the next. I'll be back in Cleveland tomorrow. We'll have a really cool talk with the Browns, and as well as we'll speak in front of the Browns team with I can't think of his name, with DeAndre Hopkins' mother.
Huh.
So we're going to speak about domestic violence. You know, I'm sure you've heard her story.
Yeah.
She was doused with the acid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll Sabrina Green is her name.
Okay.
So we'll speak to have a domestic violence panel at the Cleveland Browns facility. So that'll be an educational thing. We'll just talk about domestic violence as we see it, and allow her to speak her truth and share her story. But yeah, it's coast to coast. You know, I love it. We're gonna hop up here in a moment and get some work done. We had some work yesterday. A lot of surprise guests that I don't want to mention right now.
That's fair.
So anybody listening, they want to check it out, they gotta, go check it out or subscribe and check it out. Support the pod, and we'll keep pivoting, man, to try to bring some good content.
Since you're
what I got for you, Jeff.
Yeah. What do you got?
Is Big Jacksonville. What's your favorite thing to see during mini camps or OTAs?
Favorite things to see? The shade, my man.
I know mine.
The shade. I'd like to see that shade, Freddie T. That's what I like to see. I like to see visitors from around the league stop and show up. I like that. That interests me. I like to see action. It can be very boring. These mini camps from that side. So I don't know if there's one thing that's jumping out, but it seems like I should have an answer. What do you got?
Did TC ever make you guys stand in the shade? Because
He didn't.
I know he wanted you guys to be as tough as us.
He wanted to be hard, right? He wouldn't make us stand in the sun, but he would send Dan Edwards over if like a media member took a knee, like if he's squatted on the sideline.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Holy moly.
Yeah. That's that was his ship. You were on it for a while.
Wow. So my favorite thing, really quick, is two things, and it's just quick. One is healthy teammates.
Sure.
Even if I'm watching now, I like to see the guys that have had injuries, from the year before, and including myself. After I ripped my groin off the bone, getting back to OTAs was challenging, but to be out there was something that I always enjoyed. So you embrace that. You're embracing your teammates out there, and also the new rookies. Welcoming the rookies to the team.
That's the answer there. The new players. If there's one thing, you caught me off the guard, but yeah, if there's one thing going down, it's the new players and seeing how they.
Correct. Right. The draft pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our free agents to that end. Boy, they're raving about Eric Armstead. Fred, how much do you know Eric? Have you come across him or the things that you hear about him? It just feels like you could get kind of a Calais Campbell effect from what Eric Armstead brings.
What it seems. That's exactly what it seems, and I hope that's exactly what it is, because Calais, he still had years left in the tank, which he could have, helped us right there along the front, maybe even at a, cheaper price tag. But that's, neither here nor there now. But Eric is a guy who's, he's a hard worker. He has some really good stats. I know he's a run stopping as well as a pass rushing interior. So hopefully he can, come in, bring some veteran leadership, and show a few guys how to work, how to handle, themselves as players off the field, to become better, men in the locker room and off the field. So players can have different effects on guys when they join ball clubs, and hopefully, all of that positive stuff will follow him.
I want to ask you about one other guy because you're in LA, and it made me think of him, and I just think they're kind of under the radar. But the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh. Have you come across Coach Harbaugh along the way at any point? And if you haven't, just from what you've seen and observed, your thoughts on him. And obviously he had a bunch of success with the 49ers. And he can be such a quirky, sometimes seemingly odd dude that I don't know if we give him his props for just what a great coach he is, and with Herbert there, I mean, they could have a pretty quick rebuild, couldn't they?
You know, it would come across as that. I mean, he's been a great coach on a college level. I never really crossed paths with him, so I can't say much,
Personally,
in that regard. Yeah, personally, I haven't. But I guess when you look at him, you do see like this nerdy guy. I do know he was a really solid player. I always enjoyed watching him from afar as a fan. So I just don't know, man. I know he had some stints in the NFL.
Took the Niners to the Super Bowl where he faced his brother.
Correct.
So
yeah. So the back in the day when I was a Bears fan, he played alongside McMahon, right?
He did. Yeah. He was McMahon's backup, and then he was supposed to be the heir apparent. He used to get in fights with Dick on the sideline. They'd scream at each other. That wasn't a good mix.
Right. So I think we crossed paths when he was a player. Back for the Ravens. I think he also back at the San Diego Chargers back in the day or something like that. So I don't know, but I know he has a ton of football knowledge. His football IQ is extremely high, and hopefully that can translate, to good interchange between he and the quarterback. So I don't know though, Jeff. I'm interested to see if you can make that transition. A lot of college coaches can't.
Right. We've talked about it. I guess the only thing that gives I think you get a little more hope if you're a Chargers fan or if you're thinking about this because he has at least done it in the NFL. I mean, he went from Stanford to the 49ers where, again, it took a team to a Super Bowl. He's there 4 or 5 years. And it goes back to college, though, coming back up. Like Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was able to do it. He kind of did both.
Pete Carroll was able to do it.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll was solid and to get the championship. Pete Carroll is
But it's not easy.
Ever.
We had a guy here. I don't know if you heard of Urban. He didn't do too hot.
Yeah. He didn't. Are you ready for some? Some English soccer, some Premier League?
Yeah, we got that coming over here. Are you getting into that a little bit?
You know what? I am, part owner. I'm part of the ownership group with Sporting Club.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
USL club. So we'll have 2 clubs there starting play in 2026.
Nice.
So I am starting to get more heavily involved in soccer, English football, and right now, I'm gonna see if I'm able to be there to see West Ham take on Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Which is at the end of July. So those things will be big, just to start bringing that sort of excitement into the city. Selling out those stadiums. I mean, everywhere you look, I know my kids, they want soccer shoes.
They watch it.
I'm like, huh?
I'm curious. I'm surprised.
Around campus.
I'm surprised Shad doesn't bring Fulham here. His team. It's weird. They haven't played here, and some other teams have. You would think that he would bring his Premier League team here, maybe one day. All right.
I don't know the criteria whether I don't know, but I think it would be cool. I guess if you own it.
Right. I mean, you'd like to. I mean, if you can bring Wolverton here, why can't for an exhibition or whatever? Why not bring Fulham and kind of cross promote a little bit?
Yeah, Argentina. We shot a couple episodes a week ago. They were staying at the Le Meridian in South Florida. Messi and the entire gang, or whatever. I don't want to call them a gang.
I know what you mean.
The entire team. You talking about security out there?
Oof. Messi's one of the biggest boys in the world now.
Listen, I'm talking about at least.
Maybe the biggest boy in the world is Messi.
Man, Ronaldo, Messi is the
might
biggest. He's just the GOAT. Ronaldo, another big one. But it's a lot of, like, those guys, they bring it. The soccer players bring it.
Yeah, they do, man. Those are big time talents on a worldwide stage. Well, Fred, we appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on with us day after. I know you were traveling yesterday. Enjoy your West Coast. Knock them out in Cleveland. I know you will. We'll talk to you next week. How's that sound?
All right, fellas. I'm good, man. I'll see you guys soon.
All right. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. There he goes. That's Fred Taylor. As always, on the All Pro Roofing Hotline. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll see what's trending. Put a wrap on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday here on The Drill.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Jags. Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. one-on-one interviews with players, practice footage, podcasts, and more. If you're looking for the best Big Cat coverage around, look no further. 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
What makes a Honda certified pre-owned vehicle so special? 182-point inspection, 24/7 roadside assistance, first-year free oil changes, and a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty for carefree driving backed by American Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
Homeowners and investors, the choice of title company is yours. When making that decision, choose the team of St. John's Title, LLC. As board-certified expert attorney-owned firm with decades of experience, we provide the utmost in precision and professionalism. Conveniently located offices and in-home remote closing options, we serve your needs. Whether refinancing or selling your property, our customer-first approach is tailor-made to your timeline. With a seasoned team of experts and 5-star testimonials from customers across the First Coast, visit stjohnstitle.com.
Nothing has a 10-year warranty except for a new AC unit from Vaughn's. V-O-N-S. Vaughn's Amazing 10. This is legit. A full 10-year warranty. It covers parts, labor, and refrigerant. That's an unmatched commitment they make to their customers, while others will charge extra for weekend and same-day emergencies. Not at Vaughn's. No extra charges. Just great service when you need it, whether your unit needs to be repaired or replaced. Remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's.
Spend lunchtime with the ladies.
Hey, where's your sense of adventure?
They don't cook, but they serve up spicy sports talk.
Sure, it's on the menu.
Helmets and heels.
That is a meal.
Switched on by First Coast Lighting and Bands on 1010XL.
So one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. It's something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Are you looking for that perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Shooters this Thursday through Sunday, June 13th through the 16th. Shooters and Smith & Wesson are bringing you the largest Smith & Wesson sale of the year with the largest savings of the year. Click away with a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, very affordable, just $429. Save $70. The most popular small frame defense revolver on the market, the Airweight 38 Special, for only $469. Save $70. The hottest selling concealed carry pistol, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm for only $399. You save $150. Get unmatched value with the new Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun for a low $279. Save $80. Shooters and Smith & Wesson Father's Day sale, the largest sale of the year, June 13th through the 16th at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West. See the full ad at shootersjacks.com. shootersjacks.com.
Catch the Jacksonville Jaguars every day.
Jaguars Today from the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
With Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony talking teal every weekday from 10 to noon.
Jaguars Today
on 1010XL.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen. With energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Their exclusive Fibrex product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Right now, buy one window or patio door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. But restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
One is healthy teammates. Even if I'm watching now, I like to see the guys that have had injuries, from the year before, and including myself. After I ripped my groin off the bone, getting back to OTAs was challenging, but to be out there was something that I always enjoyed. So you embrace that. You're embracing your teammates out there. And also the new rookies, welcoming the rookies.
Yeah, Freddie asked the line I always look for first thing at the training camp, and I said shade. She's what I look for. Need some shade. But he's right. It's the new guys. That's pretty much your standard answer. It's the new guys. Whenever you get together for the first time and going into an off-season or OTA's minicamp, whatever the case may be, it's the new guys. You want to see how they look, how they fit, and how it works. Guys, I got a great fit to make for you to take control of your health. I know this as a guy. It's the hassle of going to the doctor more than any reason is why I don't go regularly. So that's why I've chosen my new physician, Dr. Paul Bousset at Integra Concierge Medicine. And not only am I getting, a licensed family practitioner, not only am I getting a board-certified family physician, but I'm getting so much more. He has the keys to unlock your good health at Integra Concierge Medicine with bioidentical hormones, testosterone, and other treatments and therapies. The good old days don't have to be gone. You can feel better, but you got to call Paul Bousset at Integra Concierge Medicine. I have a number of buddies that are raving about this place. From crippling allergies, low sex drive, libido, chronic fatigue. Find the cause, get your hormones in balance, and feel better soon. And I'm also going to tell you this concierge medicine and this supplemental package that you might do to your insurance or you might let it take over is not expensive, and it's catered. You can go as many times in a month as you want to make sure that you're feeling better. And again, it doesn't have to be something that's just crazy out there. It could just be something as simple as allergies or not sleeping. So many different ways you can be helped. But more than anything, what I'm trying to do here, and we'll do this over this campaign, is I want you men, and once you're 30 and older, get in a habit of seeing your physician. Get in tune with your doctor. He's your doctor. He'll be the same guy now, next year, 10 years from now. When you make an appointment at 10, it'll be at 10. You're not going to change based on big medicine this, big pharma that, big hospital this. Don't fit in this group. This doctor's left that group. This appointment's here. All that, no. Let's get about the business of most effectively directing your health. And Dr. Paul Bousset at Integra Concierge Medicine will do that. Call and set up your initial free consultation. Simple as that. Trust me on this one, Googans. I implore you. All right, let's see what's trending.
Number 5.
It seems like you and Freddie got on like a little soccer talk. I'm going to pick right back up there.
All right. Hicken is a soccer hater, like a big-time soccer hater. He gets all, a little testy when we even talk about it. He refuses to acknowledge what it is. But we talked earlier. If you're looking at a sport that might, like, what could be the next number one sport in America? Like right now it's the NFL, and I know you feel like now that'll never be challenged. You bet it will. It used to be baseball. It used to be boxing. And it'll change. Things change. Soccer is the only answer. If and when it ultimately changes to a new favorite sport in America, that sport will be soccer. End of story. No competition. No other candidates. Now, anyway, that wasn't your question, was it?
No. Actually, well, it kind of relates to that. So Ronaldo, he recently left a comment on Mbappe's Instagram, which is now the comment that has the most likes all time. It has something like, I don't know.
Man, I tell you, the world, by the way, is cuckoo for the social media of these. Yeah,
man.
they're the 7 of the 10 highest most followed social media accounts are soccer players.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Well, they taking over. Those are some international stars for real.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Crazy story. A stranded California kite surfer was rescued after spelling help on the beach.
They gave this guy credit like he's the biggest genius ever. I mean, it seems to me the first thing you would do would be write help. Right. Is that how dumb we are? That you get extra credit for writing help?
No, you're right.
That's what I took. I mean, they acted like this guy. What an amazing idea.
Right.
He actually signaled to those above, help.
So he was kite surfing, and apparently he crashed on the beach, and it was a secluded area, and it was a private helicopter that saw him flying. It was a private helicopter flying over and saw the big help.
Yeah. By the way, if he doesn't see the help, if he just sees you crashed out on the beach there, your kite plane broken in half, that may have been enough too. But yeah, help is always a good start. That, or you could have gone SOS.
That would have worked too.
A little quicker, few lesser stones, but whatever.
Number 3.
Wait, you mean you crashed and you wrote help? Genius!
Oh, this is a cool little story.
I like cool little stories. Tell me.
Do you know what Jason Tatum and Matthew, I can't pronounce his name.
Kachuk, they went to high school together.
They went to high school together.
Yeah, Matthew Kachuk is a big-time bona fide star in the NHL for the Panthers. Remember I talked about my Flames before? He came from the Calgary Flames, son of a so-and-so.
So, yeah, they both went to high school together, and they're both
Missouri, I think, like St. Louis area, maybe?
St. Louis, yep.
Yeah.
So they both went to high school together, they graduated together, and they're both in the finals. And
they're both up 2-0.
Yep. Oh, they're both up 2-0.
Yeah, they're both up 2-0. Panthers went up 2-0 last night, and the Celtics up 2-0 going to Dallas tomorrow.
Shout out.
Number 2.
Oh, this will warm the fuzzies of people here
I like
in
the
Duval.
cockles getting warmed.
Oh, yeah, Waffle House.
Oh?
They're going to increase pay for their servers. We know Waffle House, it touches a close spot here for the people here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Man, I love Waffle House. Is anybody that doesn't like Waffle House?
Man, Waffle House.
Do people really get like all stuffy and snobby about Waffle House? Like there's something wrong with Waffle House, or is that just a joke?
No, I'm sure it's people
That's
that
for
do
real?
get snobby like that, but I ain't got
people
no
are crazy.
problem.
If you don't like Waffle House in Walmart, there's something wrong with you.
Something wrong with
I
you.
mean, seriously, what's wrong with you?
I'll
Stop.
slide Waffle House 2 a.m. No problem.
I love Waffle House. Waffle House is delicious. The only problem with Waffle House is they're not big enough.
That's it.
Every single one of them's too little. It seems like, what are they trying to, like, keep demand up? Seems like Waffle House at some point realized, man, we should make this thing 3 times as big.
Right?
Number 1.
What was the story with the Waffle House?
Oh, no, they're increasing the pay of
that's
the
what
servers.
it was. Right?
Yeah.
Well, they deserve it.
They do.
I got news for you, too. The Waffle House server, she don't mess around.
Nope.
She's been slinging hash browns for about 24 years.
She got bacon grease all over
her name's Deborah.
Yep.
She lives in Yulee.
She ain't playing with y'all.
She ain't playing. And she's sweet as pie, but she'll slap your hand with a ruler if she needs to.
Yes, she will.
Number 1.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Tammy from Yulee.
We touched on this yesterday.
What do we got?
The new Apple updates are out.
Is this your chance again? Just get all snobbery again about your iPhones? You iPhone users act like you invented the thing?
I just want to tell you some of the updates.
Okay, what you got?
So you can erase background subjects from photos. So
Ooh.
right from your phone.
You know what? In fairness, the iPhone may be for people that do all that stuff with their phone.
No.
But I take pictures, I scroll the internet, I text and I call. That's all I do on my phone. So I don't need to Photoshop and filter and all the things that you kids want to do.
So you mean to tell me you don't want to record a voice note while you're on a phone call?
Never, ever, ever. I never have wanted to record a voice note while I'm on the phone. While I'm on the phone, I want to talk to the person I'm on the phone with.
What about personalized photos from your library?
What does that even mean? No, I don't need to do that. They're in there.
Okay, how
I can
about
put them. I can already do that on mine, by the way. I can put them in their own folder and name it. Can you do more than that?
Yes, you can. How about using an Apple Pencil to write down a math problem, and it can be solved right from via math notes. So if you have a math problem, you can just write it down, and it'll just solve it for you. You don't ever want to do that?
Unless I get some pop quiz in math in the next 30 years, which I'm not expecting. I'll just stick to my calculator, fine. That's what I'm talking about. You just bombarded me with 5 quote, what are they called?
It's the Apple updates, man.
Updates that I don't need. That's for darn sure. How would you like a detector that says exactly what decibel level your sneeze was? You got that on your phone?
You never know when you might need it, bro.
That's what's trending. Let me tell you what's trending. Your health. The older you get, this will speak to that. I don't care if you set the appointment on your Android or your iPhone. I want you to set it today, though. I want you to feel better with an initial consultation at Integra Concierge Medicine. Meet my guy, Dr. Paul Bousset, and see what he's all about and everything that he offers. I'm not just sending you for hormones. That's not what this is about. This is about getting a family doctor, your own personal physician who has so much more ahead of you that swims outside of that stream of big medicine and big pharma and how they want to keep you theirs forever. Breakaway with Integra Concierge Medicine. Go online at IntegraConciergeMedicine.com. We put a wrap on this bad boy next. It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Made in Duval. By Duval. For Duval. 1010XL. Duval Sports Radio.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Cataracts are the leading cause of vision loss in the United States and blindness worldwide. Hicken here for Bowdeny & Associates. June is Cataract Awareness Month. Cataracts are a condition that causes the eye's lens to become cloudy, which can block or change the way light passes through the eye. Bowdeny is here to take care of you or someone you know who are experiencing faded colors, intensified brightness to light, or poor night vision. Call or visit Bowdeny.com to schedule your consultation. Bowdeny & Associates. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
What's up? I'm Patrick Young. If you're a business owner, make your plans to attend the Florida SBDC Network Small Business Success Summit, August 19th and 20th at the Sawgrass Marriott in Ponte Vedra. You'll network with other Florida business owners, learn marketing and operational strategies. Plus, I'll deliver an inspirational keynote message. There's also a reverse trade show event where you can speak with government agencies to explore their business partnerships. Register online at floridasbdc.org and I will see you there.
Hold on tight because All Pro Roofing is unleashing some electrifying news. Brace yourselves for instant excitement. Instant roof quotes are here. Simply surf over to their website and hit the Instant Roof Quote tab. Boom! That's your ticket to a lightning-fast estimate. Head over to allproroofingllc.com. Click that Instant Roof Quote tab. What are you waiting for? Click on the Instant Roof Quote tab today at allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
Hicken here with Zero Res. If you're like me, you like to sit on the sofa and recliners and watch a good game or show. You know, unwind down from the day. But sometimes TV time means food, drink, and a mess as well. That's why you need to have the Zero Res truck out and get that furniture looking great again. All of June, Zero Res offering 25% off all upholstery cleaning, 25% off a sectional off a sofa, 25% off a love seat, and 25% off your favorite recliner. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit ua234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On June 11th, Mel Stottlemyre sets an American League record by making his 272 consecutive start without pitching a game in relief.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T. And the NBA playoffs are here, and it's the perfect time to elevate your game with MyBookie. With MyBookie, you can bet from anywhere, anytime, so you'll never miss a shot of making that straight cash, homie. You can even live stream and bet on the game right from the sportsbook, giving you everything you'll need to decide. Cash out or let it ride. MyBookie really makes it easy to get paid with tons of boosted props and slam dunk parlays. And new boosts are now posted on the daily. It's more than just a sports book. Buzzer beaters, underdog upsets, and a community to share in all of the sweats. Give yourself a head start today by using promo code 1010XL when you make your first deposit. That's 1010XL to claim a limited time bonus when you sign up and make your first deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hey Jacksonville, Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels for Big Chief Tire. And if you're looking for quality tires that won't break the bank, they've got you covered. With 5 convenient locations around town, Big Chief keeps Jacks rolling. Right now, they're offering $50 off a new set of tires. It's the perfect time to upgrade before you hit the road for summer vacation. Head over to BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 today to take advantage of this incredible deal. That's Big Chief Tire, 904-932-0950.
Wondering what you're going to do for dinner tonight? Southern Steer Butcher is a full-service butcher that offers take-and-bake side options that are oven-ready.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and I've got some exciting news from Leonard Truck Outfitters and their new location on Beach Boulevard. Stocking brands like Real Truck, UWS, WeatherGuard, Carry-On Trailers, and much more. Grand opening celebration June 28th, starting at noon with tons of special promotions and giveaways like a brand new golf cart.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
Oh, so much to cool down from. Before we get there, I do want to mention this. It's just coming out here this morning within the hour. But Chief Defensive Lineman B.J. Thompson has been released from the hospital. He's the young player that went into cardiac arrest last week. You know, it's real similar to what happened to Damar Hamlin. And, you know, the world stopped for 3 weeks and prayed for that kid to get better. But happening in OTAs, you know, away from everyone. It was kind of a similar scare, though. Unconscious, taken away as such to the hospital where he had to stay for a couple nights, placed on a ventilator overnight to help with his breathing, regained consciousness on Friday. Got removed from a ventilator and is now back home and released. A 25-year-old suffered seizures and went into cardiac arrest last Thursday while on a special teams meeting at the Chiefs practice facility, and then was sedated into a coma that night and ultimately now is better. I don't know, first of all, whether or not it's important, but I don't know what it means as far as his future playing. All right, I'm going to cool down with this. Y'all need to not be so attached and like the champion for your phone. It's weird. Yeah, it is. It's weird. Y'all not, and that goes for both sides. Y'all are way too like you had anything to do with an iPhone or a Samsung, or an Android versus an Apple. Y'all are way too aware, and I don't know, man. It's a odd social sliding system that you freaks have put yourself into. That if either one comes up, it's like their brand name PR people text me in. This one does that. What are y'all getting paid by? Am I the only guy not getting paid by one of those two?
Nah,
because the way everyone reacts, you think you're talking about their mother. I'm cooling down. I use my phone, like I said, to text, to call, to take an occasional picture, or to scroll the web. All right? I don't need my new phone update to remove all background dog barking noises. That doesn't really apply to me. I'm cool. E, what do you got?
We pickleballing this Friday, man.
Oh, again?
Yeah, we pickleballing, man. That's what I'm taking away, man. Head over to 1010xl.com. It's all booked up, but come out and learn the game at 8:30. At 8:30.
I mean, am I going to have a partner for that at this stage?
I'll step up if I got to.
Well, I think we have a better chance. And all due respect to my guy who may or may not have kidney stones. Again, HIPAA violations. I'm not going to comment on the fact that he may or may not have kidney stones. That'll do it for us. Jaguars Today is next. Have a terrific rest of your Tuesday. It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL from the studio.